Hi and good afternoon from me, Mark White, and the Predator One Pool Women's Cup live for the next 7 days. What a great tournament we have for you. We've already had a great match this morning, and now we have another one for you. And it's between the lady from Japan, from Osaka, Chihiro KAWAHARA, and the Turkish #1, Eylül. KİBAROⴷLU, and we've already nicknamed her the Ice Woman. So we have a race to 60 points. It's the best of 3 sets. There's 2 different ways of scoring. If you make a ball on the break, take ball in hand, you can earn 10 points. If you break, make a ball on the break, don't take ball in hand, you can get an extra 5-point bonus for 15. But here's the catch. If you dry break, if you don't make a ball, or if you scratch on the break, it's 0 points and it goes over to your opponent. So I think we're all ready to go. Did we do the flip coin? Guys, did we do the flip coin?
Yes, so Kawahara, do you want head or tails?
Head.
Heads. Okay, so she said head. Let's go with Siri to see what she tells us.
It landed on heads.
So heads. So Kawahara, you can choose either to start or give up the break. You want to start?
Second.
So it was heads. You can start if you want.
Yeah. So Kirahara will break?
Second. No, she's gonna play second.
Okay, so she's nominated, she's won the toss, and Eylül, she would like you to break first. So good luck,
okay,
ladies. Have a great game.
So Eylül will break first.
Good luck, ladies.
Yes, you go first, Eylül. Good luck, Kawahara, good luck. So, yes, well, this is a different type of strategy, Mark. Most of the players rather start with a break, but I've seen that other players like to give the first break to in this case, to her opponent, to give her the pressure of having a good start. So some people say the smart move, some people say that it's better for you to control the match. What do you think?
Well, I kind of would like my opponent to go first. I'd like to know what I'm chasing. I'd like to have a look at her break. I'd like to see, I know the tables are different, they're not playing on the same table, but it's always nice to, and there you go, it's a dry break for Eylül. So it's a 0 point there.
Well,
so,
the strategy worked, right? Because she gave up the pressure to Eylül, she had a dry break, and now Kawahara has a chance to be first on the points.
Absolutely. So sometimes it's good, I guess. It's a bit like the tennis serve, isn't it? But mainly when you're playing tennis, you go for the serve. Okay, here we go.
So let's see the break.
Looking dry, and that's the 3 rescues her, or the 7, and it's neither, and that's going to be another dry break. So no advantage whatsoever at the moment.
Well, I mean, this is the first time both players play this format. This format is very tough because the break means even more than in a regular match. So probably they have a little bit of nerves the first time they're playing this format, playing against each other. So Eylül made a ball. She made the 8 on the side pocket.
Yeah, so we're going to see her going for a 10. I think she's got to take ball in hand here, don't you, Albert?
Yes, for sure. I mean, one of the strategies we saw on our last one pool tournament, Predator tournament, it was that the players that ensured the 10 points and that were more consistent with the 10 points got further in the tournament. So there's, I think the best strategy is to go to 15 if you have a perfect break. But if you don't have a perfect break, go for the 10 points and keep the pressure on your opponent.
Absolutely right. Yeah, we saw in the first match, didn't we? Margaret Filoveva, she was absolutely fantastic. Her break was very consistent. Okay, she had a couple of dry breaks, but on the whole, her break was very good and her technique was outstanding. But I've been watching this girl play and she can play as well. Turkish #1, of course.
She has a beautiful stroke.
Yeah, and I've done a little bit of research, and her name, Eylül, actually means September in English. So,
really?
Yeah.
And her birthday is in September also, so probably that's why they that.
Just 2 days after the tournament finishes on the 29th, so maybe she'll have a birthday present. Who knows?
So we want to give thanks to our main sponsor, Predator, for being supportive of OnePool. I mean, during these tough times with the pandemic and with no tournaments right now, it's great to have such a big brand. Oh, it passed. But I think she's hooked, right?
Yeah, she's going to have to play this off the rail.
But as I was saying, thank you so much, and a shout out to Predator for being our main sponsor, giving us all the support during the calendar. So guys, we're gonna have a very big tournament, 64 players of 10x4 for those of you who saw our last exhibition in December. So it's gonna be a very big tournament, and we're gonna keep having the support of Predator.
So unlucky on the kick shot, but she's made 6 points. Yeah. So she's off and running. Yeah, I actually use a Predator myself.
Oh, really?
Which a 3-1-4.
Okay.
So here we go. And number 12 in the world. Chihiro from Osaka, Japan. 35 years old. And she's made the 2, she's made the 8. That's much better.
Oh, she almost made the cue ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just to remind viewers that we're actually, although we're playing 10 ball, we're playing 9 ball rules, so you don't have to nominate, and you can combo the 10 or carry the 10 at any time. And depending on whether you took ball in hand or not, you will get either 10 or 15. And she's taken ball in hand there, of course, so now she's on a 10-point run. Probably play the combo here, will she?
Yes, I think she can play the 9 over the 1, but she needs to make sure the 1 doesn't go frozen to the left cushion, because then she's going to have a tough shot getting to the 3. So she needs to go dead straight.
Yeah, and very, very soft as well. Yeah, and there's what she's played it too hard, and she's lost the 1 ball, hasn't she? Exactly what you said.
Yeah. She needed to be careful. Now she needs to get a very thin cut with a lot of less spin and go long, and try to get between this, either below the 7 or between the 7 and the 4 to get an angle on the 3. In a regular match, for sure, this would be a safety play. But in one,
she's actually going to play. Not she's got to nominate it. She's nominated the 6, but she doesn't have to nominate it, of course. But she has, and she hasn't made it. So, strange choice of shot in my eyes.
Yes. So 3 points, right?
Yeah, 3 points to Kihara. And good afternoon. I want to say good afternoon to Sasha Biloff, watching there in Pattaya in Thailand, and to Trevor Hill also. Trevor Hill he's actually from England, lived in New York. He's over here in the UK at the moment. So good afternoon to Trevor. Very good pool player. He's played in the the Open, the US Open he's played in.
Whoa, so nice. So we have in this side of the world, it's early, it's 8 a.m. So people are starting to get up and watching the match. We have our Pan American champion, a former #1 in Latin America, Mirjana. She's online saying hi.
Hey, good afternoon. Or good morning.
Yes, for us, it's a beautiful Monday morning. So I think the Latin American fans are going to be viewing the match in the next hour.
Nice cup of strong coffee.
Yes, for sure.
Get your laptop on, plug it into the big screen, sit back and enjoy. Best of 3 sets here. From the Predator 1 Pool Women's Cup. And now she's really starting to stroke nicely, isn't she?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
What a beautiful stroke. That was perfect position.
What I like about this lady is she's almost got like a snooker technique. She's very nice, slow backswing, pause, and then through. Beautiful. Very effortless. Good to watch as well. And of course, she's a left-hander. I love left-handers. I'm left-handed myself, of course.
Well, Joshua Filler, that for me is the best pool player in the world right now. He's left-handed, so I think left-handed players have a plus.
Yeah. But there is the saying that left-handers are more creative, and you certainly need to be more creative in this game because, of course, there's no safety shot. You have to, if you haven't got a shot on, then you've got to go for one, right? You've got to find one. You've got to make the ball. Otherwise, it's end of visit and it's over to your opponent. Yes,
for sure. And in line with what you said, I think that the pool players that have a straight pool background or that train straight pool in their regular routine have a big chance in one pool because as you need to always play offensive, you're able to get out of tough situation or patterns where you break balls and you keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful stroke.
Beautiful.
It's a great run out this. Very composed, very cool.
Yes, so 10 points.
So she moves to 16 now, 16-3. The newly named Ice Woman. Her name's KİBAROÞLU. Sounds a little bit like Igloo, without being rude, of course. So I'm going to call her the Ice Woman. We have the Ice Man, of course, Mika Immonen. Now we have the Ice Woman. Oh, very unlucky there on the one. So she'll have to take ball in hand. And Chihiro was actually runner-up in the 2016 Women's World Cup. There you are, there's a nice little fact for you.
Whoa.
World number 12 at the moment. 35 years old from Osaka, there in Japan.
Well, to be #1 in Japan, you must be very, very good because Japan has a long list of top players, both women and men. They're very, very tough.
It's a nice shot, perfect shape on the two. Same sort of shot here. It wants to be about where she is now would be perfect if she can bring the cue ball back to there. For the 3 into the opposite corner pocket.
Yes, the key here is not to be too ambitious. If you try to get perfect on the 3, you can get hooked with a 9. You need to be closer to the 4 and have a tougher shot on the 4. But see?
Yeah, it's clever. She took no risks there. Absolutely perfect. Played it to perfection. Same shot here again, really. If she can finish more or less where she is now, maybe a bit further over into the centre of the table, that would be perfect as well for the 4.
Perfect. So now we're gonna see a power stroke because she needs to choose. I don't know if she's she has an angle or not, but either she needs to follow 3 cushions or draw.
There'll be a draw, straight draw. She doesn't want to overdraw it though. She'd be going close to that corner pocket. Played it very well indeed, very well. Could have gone a little bit further maybe if I'm being a bit critical. So it's a bit thinner than she would have liked.
Yeah, she's a little short. I don't know if she needs to go up and down to get a shot on the 7, or if she can float the 5, make it, and still get position on the 7. Let's see.
Up and down, I think here is Albert's the order of the day, so to speak. What I don't like about when players try and just drop them in slowly, they tend to decelerate on the cue and they end up not making the pot. So I'd rather see a player push right through the cue ball and make sure of the pot. And there you see she's played it perfectly.
So I think she wants to draw it a little bit. Keep it simple. Perfect. Yeah. I think for her, making these 10 points is going to be key because she's going to have a lot of she's going to lose a lot of pressure because the first time you play this format and your first run out, you're like, okay, I can play this.
Yeah, absolutely. You're never sure until you've actually done it. Played the 2 rail beautifully there. Look, absolutely perfect. That is. Couldn't have put it any better with her hand.
That's what I call ball in hand position.
Absolutely. Just draw slightly, just a really soft draw. Oh, she's drawn across it. Very nicely played. Perfect. It's going to be her first 10, as you say. Very nice. It's game on. It's 16. Eylül. 13. To KAWAHARA.
So Trevor Hill is saying, good morning, Mark. Great stream, guys. Thank you so much, Trevor. Hope you're having a beautiful Monday afternoon for you. Morning for me.
Oh, thought she was going to scratch there, but cue ball arced just enough. So it's going to be ball in hand again. The important thing is make a ball. And she did.
So I don't know if the 2 goes with the 4. I don't know if the 4 can allow the 2 to go on the top right corner pocket so she can follow the 1, get a little bit of angle on the 2, make it, and go down for the 3. I think it goes because she's playing it. Her body language says that probably the 2 goes.
I think she might even play a carom here on the 4. See where she puts the white. No, she's going for it, is she? Yeah, maybe you're right. She's just running straight through it.
Yes, leaving like half a diamond angle on the 2, going down on the 3, but that means that the 2 goes like that.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. She's okay. So Jason Teron or Theron, how are you, my friend? Thank you for tuning in. We have more than 100 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Remember to share, like. We're here for you. We can give a shout out to your girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, significant other. Let's have fun.
All comments welcome, even nice ones.
No, these fans are the best. You're gonna see as the tournament advances that they keep score better than us. They keep making names for the shots better than us. I mean, these fans do 50% of our job, so they're the best.
Perfect. My kind of viewer. And I know Trevor played in a tournament last night. How did it go? Of course, we've got our own tournament going on here. It's the Predator One Pool Women's Cup, 21st to the 27th of September. Quality pool all the way through.
Yes, I've always thought that women's pool is more attractive to see. Oh, I think she's hooked, right?
You spoke too soon there.
Yes.
But this being although it's 10 ball, it's the 9 ball rules, of course, so you don't have to nominate, so you can get lucky. She might be kicking this as hard as she can off the side rail, hopefully make it somewhere. I'm not even sure if she can just clip it to bank it. I don't think so, can she? Not sure, don't think so. She's looking at the kick, of course, look.
Yes.
She wants to pot it.
Either way, she needs to play it hard because, as you said, we play 9 ball rules. So maybe she gets lucky and hits another ball and something goes in. In the shot before with the 4, the issue was that she needed to give it left spin or reverse spin, as some people call it, to make sure the cue ball stayed on the left side of the table.
So hold on to your hats. This could go anywhere. She hasn't hit it.
So 5 points, right?
Yep, 5 points.
I don't know if you noticed, Mark, but for Japanese players, this is their favorite color in the table, green. They love this type of olive green in their cloth.
I was going to mention the colour. It's of course, I'm from a snooker background, and we always play on green. But I must say, I do prefer the blue cloth on a pool table. It just seems, I don't know, it's something about the balls look better on a blue table, in my opinion.
Yes, I think your eyes don't need to give so much effort with the blue versus the green. So it's easier to see the shots, to see how much hole need to hit or whatever.
But I realise I'm just making excuses for myself, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making excuses out there when I get it wrong.
When I play on a green table, I miss. Oh, I know this cloth is green. For sure I'm going to miss.
You mentioned Joshua Filler, of course, a little bit earlier. Let's not forget, I think it's his wife that's playing, right? In this. And we have Albin Ocean's wife as well. Was it his wife?
My sister.
Our sister, sorry. There you go. There's my first and only mistake I'm allowed for the day.
Don't worry. But yeah, they're both gonna play. Pia plays great. For me, Jasmine is one of the favorites. She played great the tournament before with the men. And yes, I mean, this is a tough draw. So I don't know if you noticed, but Kawahara plays a style of pool of getting the right angle and hitting the balls very softly. Instead, Eylül has more of a power stroke, like moving with more power around the table.
Yeah.
So see, again, perfect angle on the 5. She needs to give it a slow stroke, very delicate. They have very different styles of play. One playing with wood, one playing with carbon fiber, one playing in blue cloth, green cloth. A lot of differences.
My head's a mess. But no, you're right about her style. She's
even now she has a perfect angle to give it a not so hard stroke. She's looking for perfect angles.
And of course, these perfect angles and the weight that you're playing the shot, it all comes from the feeling. And if you're cueing the ball as well as she is, then you're just feeling every shot. And it's like you said, it's just like putting the ball there with your hand.
Yeah, see, everything is in slow motion with her. It's beautiful. Now she has a perfect angle to get a tension line on the 8 and make the 10 on the bottom left corner.
Sure, it's not her internet connection making it look slow motion. I'm joking, of course. lost that a little bit.
Yes.
Will she go for the extension? Yeah, that seems to be the fashion nowadays, doesn't it? To go put a little extension on your end of your cue.
Yeah, a lot of players play with this extension all the time.
I don't like the way there's so much cue hanging over the hand, though. I really don't like it.
Okay.
But she looks pretty steady. And there you are. There you have it. I don't like when you've got that long, because the end of the cue can wave about. It's too much overhang. And that's what I don't like about, or one of the things that I don't like about the modern player now. They all tend to be not learning how to use the bridge or the rest very often. They just keep sticking extensions on their cues.
Yeah.
I think it's best to have both in your game if possible. Don't be scared of the rest. Another great break there. Brilliant break. And we're going to see, look, we're going to see a one pull run out, are we? We're not. Oh,
no, come on. Does she see the one? I think she. It's a risk. I think if she goes real first with a lot of left spin, she can get the one. But the question is she going to take
risky.
the risk or not?
No. And it's the right side of the table for her being a left-hander. So why risk it? She's got a lead.
Oh, but she had a perfect break. I mean, the 5 was so unlucky to get in the way.
Yeah, very unlucky. So it's close. So she can run out with 10 here. Keep the pressure on Kawahara.
I think that's a smart strategy, Mark. I think the player that is more consistent by making the 10 points each time is the player that has a very high probability of keeping winning matches. I mean,
absolutely.
And Mark, have you tried carbon fiber shaft? Have you tried it? I know you told us that you played with a 314 or from Predator, but have you tried carbon fiber?
I've actually played one shot with a carbon fiber, and it was Mika Imanen's cue. And I can honestly say, because I'm from a snooker background, I am not a lover, shall we say, of carbon fiber. I don't like the feel of them. I don't like the fact you have to wear a glove. I just feel you lose a bit of that authenticity in a stroke. Just my opinion, of course.
No, the feel is different. And I think some players love carbon fiber, other love wood. And probably that's why Predator has a variety of options, both in wood and carbon fiber. I play with both. I have both 314 and a Revo 12.9. And sometimes I play with one and sometimes without the other.
Wow. How do you manage to do that? Is there not so much difference between them, or?
Well, in terms, I made it, they made it for me. They both weigh the same. The wood is 12.75 and the Revo is 12.9. So the material is different, but they have very similar diameters and they have the same weight. So that helps to keep it a little bit similar, but they're different for sure.
We've got a question from Christina Delagarza Schneider. She's asking, who is commentating? Go on, you can answer that one.
Yes, so my name is Luis Arias. For those who remember me, I'm from Venezuela, and I'm with the one and only and famous Mark White. So when you're hearing a beautiful British accent in perfect English, that's Mark. And when you're hearing me, that's me.
I think he's got that the wrong way around. When you hear a perfect British accent, that's Alberto, not me. It's Alberto there. Venezuela, what a great place. Oh, yes. I thought she'd missed that. That's a bad mistake. Typical example there of playing the position, not the pot. She forgot about the pot. She almost steered the ball around the corner there. So that's a little bit of a mistake there from the Turkish number one. Yeah, Edwin, you're right. Edwin Gutkin says the extension does not teach to play proper position. Well, it's kind of a result of not playing good position, I guess. But sometimes you can't help it. You know, you're going to be left that by your opponent maybe when you're playing normal rules pool. But of course, nothing's normal in the world at the moment. We're playing this excellent game here.
Yeah, probably if you're a player that plays the extension all the time, like a lot of young players, at least a 3-inch extension, if you get that shot, you're going to make it easily because you play with the extension. But if you don't play with the extension, and as Mark said, you don't play, you only play extension when you have those tough shots, you're going to have a tough time.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, what comes first? I mean, you've got the great Efren Reyes, of course, who you rarely, I don't think I've ever seen him jump, actually. And that's why he's so good at kick shots. He can see shots and create shots that no one else sees. Whereas, you know, people now tend to take the easy way out. I'm not saying jumping is easy all the time, but, you know, maybe they're learning to jump and not learning the angles.
Yes, for sure. And that's the same for the jumping cue. Some players, so maybe you have a traditional player that likes to play with wood without extension and likes to kick. And then you have a young generation that loves revo shafts, love jumping and plays with extension. So I think it applies for kicking versus jumping also. If you're used to only jumping, you're not going to learn the angles for kicking. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah. So how's she going to tackle this 5 ball? I think it goes into the right-hand side. She's got the option of playing the combo, of course, on the 10. She's got the option of the combo on the 8. Let's see where she goes with the cue ball. I think she tried to move it. She tried to move it, did she? Misjudged it?
Or move it, or I don't know if the 5 goes on the side pocket where the 6 is.
Yeah,
so I don't know
if she's perfect. Does it from there?
I think she played that shot to make the 5 on that side pocket, because I think the 5 doesn't go to the right. The 10 is too upwards, the table. Oh.
Lovely stroke, wasn't it? But she played it with a lot of pace, and if you're just that little bit off in the side pockets, you're not going to get it, unfortunately. So just 4 points there.
Yes, I think that shot needs to be a little slower with not so much space to make sure it goes. Because if you play harder, the line where the ball goes, it moves. It's different.
Goes that 7 again in the side. The 2's come in as a late arrival. The 3's trying to beat it to it as well.
She has a very good break.
I think again though, she although she's got a shot on the 1, I think she'll take ball in hand. It's quite an easy run out here. Yeah, ball in hand. No risks. No need to.
It's better to get ball in hand, not only because you're going to keep having the pressure on your opponent and having the lead on the match, but also in psychologically for you to feel better because you're running out.
Absolutely, and you're getting your arm going more. You're not sat out, and this is what we say about this game. Although they're not in the same room, you still have to wait until your opponent misses before you can play a shot. So it's realistic as you can get, really. The only difference being, of course, there's no safety shot on, but I like that because it makes you more creative, more attacking. It means you have to try and find a way to pot the ball rather than just play a safety. So It really is a great format. Wow,
that's what we always say.
That was a strange shot.
Yes, she's too close to the cushion.
So far, I don't know why she went so far. I think she only meant to go into the middle of the table, and she's ended up half a table's width out. So she's going to have to play. You watch her cue power here, though. Straight draw back. Hopefully she can steal just a little bit out of the pocket. Maybe play with a bit of right hand English. To hopefully draw the cue ball out slightly.
I would stop it. I mean, she's too straight. For me, I would stop the cue ball there and take the 4 long thin shot.
Okay.
But let's see. Perfect.
Yeah, she got out a little bit, so that's good shot. Same problem again, though, of course.
I think in the shot of the 2 that you asked, I think she went 2 away further than she wanted because she gave it English. She had enough angle to hit its center cue ball and get in the center of the table, but when she hits it hard and also with English, the ball is going to open up and go to a long rail where she had it. So I think it was the same shot, but without left English.
Hi to Matt Spade. Good morning from the States, he says. Everyone have a blessed day. Well, we will, because we're watching our favourite game, as you are, I'm sure. Oh, she's missed it, you see. So it snowballed. She lost position from 2 to 3. Then 3 to 4 wasn't great. Then she was struggling to get from 4 to 5, of course, and it's gone wrong. It's cost her. So
4 points, right?
Can Kirihara take advantage? Is that 8 ball in the side? Dependable. Don't go in. She doesn't want the 1 in. Oh, the 1's gone in. Has the 2 gone in, though? Has the 2 gone in? It has, you know. She's on the 3.
But I think the position on the 4 is tough because she's almost frozen to the cushion. So I think that it would be perfect for the 1 to stay there.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? So I think she's got to take ball in hand here. Depends on what angle she has. If she has a slight angle, she might run this off this top rail and back up again for the 4. I think she is going for it, you know. She's going for the 15 points. She's going for the first 1 pull of the match. The 1 pull run. It's tough. It's a great shot. She had the perfect angle, didn't she, to just run the cue ball off the rail. And how well has she hit that, Alberto?
That's ball in hand position. She has perfect angle from the 4 to the 5. Perfect.
Don't forget, she's second at the table, so she can build up a little bit of a lead here, especially with this 15-point run. Just to remind viewers, you break, you make a ball, you don't take ball in hand, it's 15. You break, you make a ball, and you take ball in hand, that's just 10 points. And then if you scratch or dry break, it's a big fat 0.
So here's okay.
Slightly hampered by the 10. She could use the 10 here to run off the side of it, maybe. Depends how she feels. Or draw across with left-hand English, back over for the 7. Lots of draw, left-hand English. That's the shot.
I think she can draw it.
Yeah. There it goes. Left-hand English, zipping it up, straightening it up off that rail. That's okay.
So she needs to take her time on the 7 to make sure she makes it, because it's going to give her natural perfect position on the 9, and she needs these 15 points.
Yeah, beautiful. I like it when they use a rail like that. Very nice. Perfect. And again, look, absolutely millimetre perfect. She loves drawing across the face of these, doesn't she, to leave the 10 into the same pocket. Could have gone a little bit further.
Yes, I think for me, I would have played the 9, like drop the cue ball, make it, and then make the 10 on the bottom right corner pocket. I'm not a fan of getting always tension lines to one side because you can get short like she did right now.
Yeah, she played that shot perfectly, didn't she, in one of the earlier racks, and it's cost her. That has cost her 6 points, that shot, because it would have been 15, but now it's only 9.
Yeah, she's missed 2 similar shots, playing a tougher shot on the 9, and then not getting perfect position on the 10, and then missing the 10. I believe that she should have played the 9, rolling it in, and she would have got a good shot on the 10 on the bottom right corner pocket. You need to keep it simple because this format is very tough, and you're playing the number 1 of Turkey. I mean, you're playing a player that for sure is going to.
Oh, where's the cue ball going?
Oh my God.
Oh, the look on her face there tells it all, doesn't it?
So Kawahara got a break, and I'm not talking about a pool break, but a God's break with that 0 from Eylül, because that 10 miss was going to cost her for sure at least 10 points.
And you're absolutely right about the viewers doing our job for us, because there's some questions about the what the race is. And of course, yes, thank you very much to Sark Overtman for telling everyone. It, of course, is a race to 60, and it's the best of 3 sets. And you score by making either 15, 10 points. 15, of course, make a ball. Don't take ball in hand and run the table for a 1 pull cool running. Kick on the 10 would be nice. Get that rack out of the way, and you've got a nice shot on the 1 ball, 2 over the side. This is a 15-pointer again. It's a chance.
Yes. I don't know if the 2 goes on the left side pocket. So I don't know if she can stop with a little bit of follow the 1 and get a shot on the 2, or if she needs to go with a tension line to the left and make the 2 on the bottom left corner pocket. And I think that's what she's seeing over there. So Edwin Kutkin says Kawahara has a good cue ball, more wins guaranteed for sure. Edwin, we were talking that Kawahara has a style of play where she plays softly and elegantly every shot because she gets perfect angle most of the time.
I think she's going to play this because of where the...
So it doesn't go in the side pocket. She's going to play it on the bottom left corner pocket, right?
Yeah, because simply for positional purposes anyway, right?
Yes. If it went on the side pocket, she could get position also, but on the bottom left corner pocket is easier. Center ball, and you look for the angle.
Played it beautifully. I must say, I like what I've seen so far. Great match, of course, earlier on today. Started at 10 a.m. Spanish time.
Yes, as I said earlier, I think watching the best female players in the world is very, very attractive, not only because they're women, but because for me, they have a better stroke. I mean, in average, the women players have a better technique and they play beautifully. So for me, especially for watching this format, when I'm learning and seeing patterns and plays, watching a women's tournament is very special.
She's going to come around the back of it. She is.
She's okay.
Very nice.
Yes,
bit tricky sometimes when the 6 ball's so close to the pocket there. When the ball's close to the pocket, you need to get that cue ball out of there. Don't catch
Yes,
any
I will play
knuckles.
cushion first.
Yeah, and she's played it well, hasn't she? Played it very well.
Perfect. So I think she's straight. She needs to draw it. She needs a little bit more angle to get on the good side of the 7. But let's see if she can cheat the pocket and get a tension line to the left, or draw it to the long right cushion and get an angle on the 8.
Interesting follow-up to the comment you just made about women's pool, about their stroke. Sarp says if they both play their A games, Eylül's style has much higher potential. She's playing like the top male players.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, a lot of female players can beat a lot of male players, and we've seen it. Some players playing the U.S. Open and getting to the best 32, the best 16. So for me, it's the same. Great. She played at 10 with a lot of power, like saying to herself, let's go.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Great run out. I like this girl's style though. Look how straight she is. Her head, her hand, her arm, her elbow, everything, all in a dead straight line. Lots of power. There goes the ball in the side. Now, does she want to risk it and cut this? Well, yes, she'll go for this for sure, won't she?
I will go for it.
Yeah, easy to make straight on the 2.
Yeah, she can get an angle. I mean, if she plays like center ball, the cue ball a little bit low, you can get a straight line going down and getting between the 5 and the 7, and you have a very big landing area to get an angle on the 2. And Kawahara has 45 points, so I will go for it for sure. She can also follow it and go 2 cushions and have a longer shot if she feels good with that. So she has a couple of options for the 2.
Yuki Hirakuchi says, nice, and it is nice. Welcome to you. Nice to have you with us, Yuki. Yeah, played that very nicely. Of course, cue ball too close to the cushion to really dig down on it, so played the plain ball. And she's got another nice little shot here. I love this shot, one of my favourite shots, this. This is one of those feeling shots. Just stroke the ball in, just a little bit low. Does it go past the 10 though? Maybe she'll stun across, I don't know. Maybe she'll come to take it in the side. What do you reckon, Alberto? The world's our oyster.
I would think I would play a draw on the 2. I don't know if she needs to bounce on the right cushion and get a little bit angle to make the 3 on the bottom left corner pocket. That's what I would play. Like that.
She's listening to you.
Well, a little bit hard, but that's that same shot. So now I don't know if she can make the 3 and go 3 cushions without hitting the 6 or the 10. But either way, she can find herself with a cue ball at the center of the table and the 4 is hanging there.
She might even use the 6 here, draw onto the 6. Hit the 7. Lost it a little bit, didn't she?
Yes.
She can make this in the side, though.
I think if she played it with a little bit more spin, when she hits other balls, she's going to keep going and looking for the center of the table. So she played like low cue ball in the center of the cue ball. She got into balls, she moved around, but she didn't go up. Now she needs to play the 4 on the...
Oh, she's overdone it. She's overdone it.
That's a very tough shot.
So 4 points there for Eylül. KİBARODLU, the Ice Woman. That's not her name, that's what I'm calling her.
No, I think it's gonna stick. It's perfect for her because she's so serious when she's playing and quiet. I mean, it's perfect. Whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of a debate, isn't it, Sarp? Just the conversation going on Facebook there. One lady saying it's all about the break, and if they don't get the break, they don't get anything. That is the rules for this particular tournament. Now, she might play the carom here.
Well, what Sarp says, I think Sarp or Woodman, the idea of this format is to be very competitive for the best players in the world. So I agree that we shouldn't benefit players that get a dry break, because at this level, if you're in a regular tournament and you get a dry break or you scratch, almost 9 out of 10 times you're going to lose that rack. So I think this makes up a perfect setting for what happens in a real match.
A bit more realistic is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, it's more realistic because you get a dry break or you scratch and then you get half points. I mean, I'm don't get me wrong, but I think it's a little bit mediocre. I mean, you need to look for excellence, and the player need to have the pressure of having of at least making a ball.
Yeah, it's a high standard, isn't it, of competition here. So it needs to be as realistic as it possibly can be.
Oh,
a bit unlucky to be left with no real shot on the one ball. Yeah, a bit angry there with that, and rightly so. So she's made 2 points there.
Yeah, so that inning for Kawahara was very important because she had 45 points and she could have gone to 55 and almost had the set.
Is the two ball coming? Is the two ball coming? It is. Last ball rolling, and she's got a shot on the one here. She can go for 15 points. Off comes the magic rack. Now, can she get to the 3? That's the question. I think it goes past the 10 into the corner, so she's just got to get there, hasn't she? Will she take the risk?
Yeah. Let me think.
37.
I think she's straight on the 1. She could have gone for it and draw it perfectly to get an angle on the 3. If I've had her score, I would have gone for it. But maybe she wants to ensure the 10 points, keep the pressure on Kawahara, maybe pray for a dry break or a scratch, and take the set. But with her power stroke, I would have went for it. A long, straight draw to the 3.
Good afternoon to Sean Armand, who is listening. Good evening, I should say, I guess. He's listening and watching there in Vietnam. Thanks for joining us, Sean. Also, Jason Herring.
So nice.
Afternoon, guys. Great to have you with us on the Predator One Pool Women's Cup. Day 1. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot.
Okay. This is what we call in the last tournament the friendly bumperoni. She got the 9 hard enough to move it, but soft enough to stop the cue ball and get a shot on the 3 on the side pocket. So we call it the friendly bumperoni. Also, you have the unfriendly bumperoni when it goes wrong.
Yeah, that's the ones I get. There you see the perfect shot there of Eylül's. Oh, and she's missed it. Played a bit quick, that one. She's not very happy with that, is she? So 3 points, I think only that was.
Yes, I think she needed to take a little bit of time because it was a tough shot, but either way, it was a tough shot.
So back to Osaka and Kirihara. Makes the 9 inside. Nice break. And she's got a shot on the one, has she? She has.
Yeah, she has. What I don't know, I think she's too close to the 1 and she needs to go side by side. I don't know if she can roll the 1 in, get an angle on the 2, and that angle on the 2 is going to give her a natural angle on the 3. I'm hoping that she can roll it in. That
she can play this with a bit of drag. She can play with a little bit of drag, just a nice slow drag shot. Hold shape on the 2 and then run through, as you say, for the 3. So she's going for it. Could even play with a little bit of left-hand English as well, just to straighten it up off the rail slightly. Just really got to feel this shot. That's it. Beautifully played.
Perfect.
Yeah, beautifully played. I was feeling that shot with her as she was playing it. I was actually going through the motions. And believe it or not, I've actually got a cue in my little commentary box where I'm sat, and I actually sometimes pick it up and have a little fantasy pool, shall we say.
No wonder you're so good at predicting the plays. I'm going to do that with next match. I'm going to take my cue out and I'm going to feel it also.
Yeah, it's good, and for people watching as well, you can just watch their stroke and you get into their mind and their feeling and you feel yourself. Actually, it's like a calming experience for me.
No, for sure.
It feels so relaxing watching great cueists, It really is an art. Great to see. Privileged to be sat here watching it. Yeah, used that well, didn't she? Played it very well.
She almost scratched, but she has a lot of pressure, Mark, because if she makes these 15 points or the 1 pool, as we call it, she wins the first set. She only needs 13 points. With 15,
absolutely.
She gets to 60. She's close in the 9th inning, and she takes the first set. And this is, like you said, this is like tennis. You win the first set, you have 50% of the match on the back, and the other 50 is psychologically on your favor.
Yeah. Played this beautifully. Played that absolutely beautifully. Now she can even just play the carom onto the 10 here from the 5 if she wants. Hold on the 6 in the side, will she, do you think? Or will she go round the table and play it back into this left-hand corner, the same as the 5?
I think I would make sure to make the 5 and don't go, keep it simple. But the problem is you can get hooked with the 10. So I don't know if it's better to go to cushions, go to the center of the table and make sure you make the 5 and you don't get hooked with the 10.
She's gone too far. She's gone too far, has she?
Stop.
No, she's okay. Played it to perfection.
I think she's perfect. In 1 inch further, she wouldn't sing the 6.
For those of you in Europe, that's 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch.
Yes, or less. Half a centimeter or 1 millimeter. It was so close.
Yeah, this is great stuff, isn't it? And this looks like set number 1.
Yeah. She needs to make sure, Mark, she gets perfect position on the 8 to make sure she gets a dead straight shot on the 10 because she's missed 2 10s already. So she needs a very easy shot on the 10 to avoid any risk.
This is a straightforward shot, and it's run round, not straight up and down, maybe even 10 ball into the right-hand corner, left-hand corner. Sorry, right. So this for the set.
Yeah, she needs to take her time, see the angle, breathe, enjoy the shot. Okay.
There you have it. Set number 1 to the Osakan.
Yes, it was a very interesting set because Eylül started very strong. Kawahara started, getting into gear, and then it turned around. So it was a very particular set. So now Kawahara needs to break to start the second set because we're playing an alternate break format. Yep. So Eylül broke on the first set, so now Kawahara needs to break to start the second set, Kyle.
She must have heard you.
Yes.
Cleaning the ball, cleaning the white ball, get that nice and clean, get all the chalk off it. We don't want any nasty contacts. Get them set up, get the magic rack out.
Yeah, great time. It's perfect for them to take their time, take a couple of minutes to get composure and start the second set.
Yeah, interesting message here from Trevor Hill, who says Turkey have some really good female players. Neslihan Gurel and Kag Kulusaka, two who played in New York City, where Trevor played his pool for a while. So great hotbed of pool there in New York City. The Amsterdam Club, Society Billiards. Lots of other clubs, of course, are available. And yes, we're playing at the moment in the worldwide club called One Pool.
I love it. And I think Turkey not only has great pool players, it has very good three cushion players. So Turkey has good billiard players all around.
They have great food as well. Let's not forget the lovely shish kebabs. Oh, I could love a shish kebab right now. So look at this. Look at the one ball. Look where the one ball's finished. She's on a 15 again here. Made a ball. She's on the 1-2, waiting over this right-hand corner.
Let's hope she sees the 1. I think she does.
Just checking to see where she wants that cue ball. Not far off from where it is now would be quite nice.
Yes. If she sees the 1, she has 2 options. Either go follow with left spin and go to cushions, or probably 3 and get an angle to 2, or draw it with a right English and get to the center of the table. I would follow it to make sure I make the 1. Like that.
And she's taken your advice there, Alberto. Well done, well seen, my friend. A little bit straight, is she? I'm sure she can just run this up and down, roughly to where she is now. Again, would be nice, playing the simple game. Edwin Goodkin says New York City has a lot of good players. You're right there. Carly McGee is back again. I remember you from the first match. Really excited and waiting for Kelly Fisher match. Good luck to all. Yeah, Kelly Fisher, of course, in action. Later on, 6 p.m. Central European time. Lots of good pool here on one pool. The Predator Women's Cup, day 1. Some really great names.
She's perfect on the 3. I think she can either stop it and make the 4 on the bottom right corner pocket, or cheat the pocket a little bit, get a tension line, and make the same shot with the 4.
And do you know what she's done there? She's tried to make an angle that wasn't there. It wasn't really there. She was trying to play the carom onto the 9, and there was no need to play. It was there, and she's missed the 3 ball thin. She's tried to pinch a bit from the pocket. So, little mistake there.
Yes, I think in that if you're in that position, it's better to make the 3, make a stop shot, and then take on the 4 with that little angle.
Yeah, it's a
Instead
dry
of
break,
trying-
unfortunately.
Okay.
For Eylül. Sorry to interrupt you, mate. Just
No worry, no worry.
noticed there was a dry break there for Eylül. Yeah, go on. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
Yeah, I was saying that I think the players need to keep it simple. So if you have a 100% straight shot, make a stop shot, and you have a shot on the 4. But if you're trying to cheat the pocket and create an angle that isn't there, and then stopping with a carom on the 9, that's too complex. I mean, it shouldn't be that way.
Absolutely. A story as old as time itself. Keep it simple.
Especially if you won if you lost if you won the first set. So you need to make sure you keep your momentum.
That's a great break, isn't it? Look. Oh, she's had a couple of nice little kicks from the pinball machine there, and she's bang on the 1. And this is perfect. Look at the 2. Look at the 3. If she feels she could just get out slightly from that side rail, she'll take it from where it is. Doesn't want to risk, though, leaving it frozen to the side rail. Might play the run through slightly. Maybe she thinks she can kick the cue ball out a little bit if she runs through.
I think she needs to draw it enough to get an angle on the 2. You're gonna be close to the cushion, but when you roll the 2 in, you can bounce to the left long cushion with less spin, get an angle on the 3. So I would draw it and get an angle on the 2, and I wouldn't care that I'm close to the cushion. Okay.
And there she's tried to make an angle again that wasn't there. So 2 points there.
2 points.
So both players now suffering maybe a little bit of nerves, maybe a little bit of tension in the arm.
Yes, I think we saw the same mistake. She needs to keep it simple. If you can't avoid being close to the cushion, well, you need to shoot the 2 close to the cushion, but creating angles that are not there, I mean, it's tough.
So Eylül needs to take ball in hand in now, get her hand back on the table. She's had a rough ride of it the last couple of racks, so needs to get back in scoring again. Pick that cue ball up. Put it where you need to get shape on the 2. 3 is sort of okay. It's not too bad. Doesn't go past the 4, I don't think. She just had a sneaky little look there. So thinking 3 shots ahead. The 1 and the 2 are already in her mind.
I have Kawahara started with 3 points, then 0 points with Eylül, then 2 points from Kawahara, and now Eylül is closing the second inning.
So the 3 obviously does pass the 4. Made it in the right-hand side of the pocket. So nice, easy. It just has to take a little bit of care, I guess, to get on the 6 properly. Across the table for the 6 into the... It's a little bit slow, that, wasn't it? It's okay, though, I guess. ideal. Puffs her cheeks out. She knows she could have done with a little bit more on that.
Yeah, she needs to go make the 6, go 1, 2 cushions. The thing is that the 10 is on the route of the 3 cushion out for the 7. So she needs to draw it. She needs to make the 6 with left spin, but drawing it a little bit. So she gets the right long rail like in the first diamond and then going to cushion and avoiding the 10. So she needs to avoid the 10. Perfect. So now she can go 3 rails, get position on the 9 on the bottom right corner pocket, and then making the 10 on the bottom left corner pocket. Perfect. I think she's getting into stroke.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the way she played that. Very assertive, punched it in. And the 10, very nice indeed. So she needed that. She'll feel she's back in the game.
So let's see break, guys.
And in it goes. 8 at the side. She'll take ball in hand, I think. A little bit too thin to get position on the 2.
Yeah, for sure she needs to take ball in hand because she's going to have a tough time making the 3. She needs to play the 5-3 combo because I don't know the 3 goes on the bottom right corner pocket because of the 10. I would play the 1, then get an angle on the 2, bounce on the left rail, and I would shoot the 5-3 combo. That's straight. I wouldn't imagine any trick shot trying to get the 3 on the bottom right corner pocket. I think she needs to keep it very simple in playing the combo.
If the 10 ball, if the 3 ball goes past the 10, I think she might play the position on it. I don't like playing combos. I really don't like them. Not when you've got an option. But if you've not got an option, of course, then she'll make up her mind now. We'll know how she leaves shape here on the 2. Looks about right.
I don't think the 3 goes on the right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she's eyeing up the combo here.
I think she's perfect for the combo. Because she can make the 5 with the 3, she has enough angle to bounce the cue ball from the left to the right side on the table and get position for the 4. For the 3 and then for the 4.
Yeah, played it very nicely. She's got a nice angle now on the 3. Come up for the 4.
Whoa.
Any harder and it wouldn't have gone, would it?
My heart stopped.
If you've just joined us, welcome to the Predator One Pool Women's Cup, day one. Got 3 matches for you today. We've had 1 already.
Yeah, probably she needs to roll it in. I think she can see the 6 on the side pocket.
All stemmed, didn't it, from going for that combo. Didn't really get perfect on the 3. Okay, she potted it, but it was hard to judge the pace. And that's cost her.
So 5 points, right?
Yeah, she's... Lots of power there. And the 1 ball goes. And look, she's on the 2. Does she risk it? I don't think so. She's got to take all in hand here.
Yes, for sure. Especially because she needs to play or she can play a combo with a 9. So
no, it's not on the combo. The combo on the 9 is not on for sure. What's your favorite drink there in Venezuela?
Drink?
Yes, what's your favorite drink?
Rum. They call it Cuba Libre, rum with Coke.
Cuba Libre, the most popular cocktail in the world.
Yes, we have very good rums here in Venezuela, so that's my favorite drink.
I must come visit for a rum one night.
Oh, for sure. And if you don't come visit, when we see each other next year at a tournament or whatever, I'm gonna take you or give you a very good Venezuelan rum. So I'm gonna take it to you so that you can try it.
I will remember that, and I'll tell you what. Also, if Eylül makes the combo here, 3-9 combo, which I know she won't, I will bring you a very horrible cheap bottle of Bacardi or whatever you want to call it, rum, from the UK, because we don't have anything like that
here. Great. Sounds.
So and all that effort. Look, she's concentrated on the cue ball and she's forgotten to pot the 2.
So she didn't like the combo, as you said. She wanted to make the 3, but it was too tough. I mean, the landing area for the shot on the 3 needed to be 100% perfect.
1. You're welcome. Is it dry?
Yes.
Yes.
It's dry.
It's a dry one. So a little bonus there for Eylül in Turkey, world number 26, Turkish number 1. Mustn't it be a great feeling to be the number 1 in your country at anything?
For sure. And I'm sure that in Turkey, she's famous. So I think Turkey is the type of country like Albania that if you're the best at something, people know it.
Wow. Did you see that break? 4 balls on the break. That was like Jeff DeLuna.
But without the cue ball jumping up and down the table.
Without him jumping up and down the table as well. Wow, that guy can break.
No, for sure.
But so can this girl. Excellent break. Good afternoon. Welcome to John Selvey. Watching in Clacton-on-Sea in the county of Essex in England. Welcome, John. How did you do in the tournament last night, I wonder? Sarp Bookman says, I'm not sure players know they play the 9-ball rules. I think they do. They know they have to understand the rules. They have to sign something to say that they've read them and understand them. So I'm pretty sure they do know.
Yeah, for sure. I think that the players think the combos are tough, so they're not taking the risk. Not that they don't know the rules.
Yeah,
it's absolutely. A choice of difficulty.
To run a bit. It's okay. 3 rails, leave it. 9 in the side pocket, the same pocket as the 7. Again, she's trying to steer the cue ball around the angles and she's forgotten. 7, wow. And she'll get 7 points.
So let's see the break.
Again, a very nice break, but she hasn't. Has she made a ball? No.
No.
It's a dry one again. So the score will stay. 11 points to 10.
This is a perfect opportunity for Eylül to take advantage and take the set, because for now, Kawahara is having a very tough time with the break.
She's got a shot on the one if she wants it. Is she interested in leaving it there, or does she want to pick it up? I think she might take this on, you know. No, she won't.
Yeah, for sure. She needs to be smart. She needs to keep the lead.
Yeah, we've got a few little interesting facts for you from Monto. In Japan, 90% of tables are green. Most famous place to play pool is Bagus Billiards in Tokyo. And there's lots and lots of them, so you can play all over Tokyo. Huge game, of course. And when I was living in Thailand, many Japanese playing over there, some great players. I used to play a guy called Toshi very regularly, very good player, very much the same temperament.
So far, what I've seen about Japanese players, they are both very composed and very funny. I don't know, but the Japanese players that I've had the honor of meeting and playing with, they're very probably at first they're very quiet because they're very respectful and composed, but they're very inside they're very funny.
I think that tends to happen when the old sake starts running. Get the old rice wine out. Actually, you talk of funny Japanese people. Yoshi. There's Toshi and there's also Yoshi in Bangkok, and he's such a character, funny little character. Always got a smile on his face. He's so small, he could probably walk under that table with a top hat on and still not knock his hat off.
So let's see if Kawahara makes any adjustment on the break. She needs to try something different.
Yeah, we had to discussion with Margaret earlier on after her win. And she was talking about her break wasn't really working so well at the start, so she changed something. And that is the secret, of course. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect to get a different result. So you have to try different things if something's not working. And it worked for Margaret this morning. She had a great win.
Yes, I think the rule of thumb for professional players is that you try the same break 2 or 3 times until you say, okay, I need to try something different. So maybe you get a dry break. It was you get a second dry break, and then you make the decision of changing something.
Comes ball in hand. Yeah, and Margaret's feel of art, of course, this morning was playing against another Japanese lady, Sayako Izumi. Great match. We still have another great match after this to come. England's Kelly Fisher will be live. She will be playing Elise Gui. I'll tell you more about those players a little bit later on. So it looks quite, 5 is a little bit difficult maybe. Alberto?
Yes, she has a tough position, I was thinking, because even though if she gets position on the 3, it's a tough position. So now, yes, so she can make the 3 on the side pocket, right? The 4, I don't know if it goes with the 10, so maybe the 4 she needs to play on the bottom left corner pocket. But either way, they need to get above the 5 to make it downward the table. So I wouldn't play the 9-5 combo. So getting to the 5 is going to be tough.
She needs to leave it. If she leaves a half ball angle now on this, oh, she's played it in the side, that's okay. That looks okay to me. She can play this. She can draw it round a couple of cushions if she wants, a couple of rails, bit of left-hand English, zip it round.
The thing is that shot, to avoid hitting the 8, going around the 8, you're not in a good angle to then play the 5 on the bottom left corner pocket. You're going to get too much angle unless the 5 goes on the side pocket. So you're going to see, if she goes 2 cushions and avoids the 8, it's not going to be an easy angle on the 5.
Let's see how much English she gets on it. If she gets enough on it, she will. She's caught it.
See?
Wow.
And she caught it because her body told her to make a stroke to look for the good angle on the 5. And that good angle on the 5 went against hitting the 8. So as I said, if you needed to go around the 8, it wasn't a good angle to get on the 5. And if you're trying to get a good angle on the 5, you're going to hit the 8.
Yeah, I mean, if she'd have got a little bit more left-hand English on the cue ball, she could have avoided it. But this all doesn't matter now anyway because she's potted a great 5 there, hasn't she? What a great 5.
It was very tough. Very tough.
And I think we're going to agree she's going to play this at least 2 rails.
Yeah.
Draw, left-hand English. Zip it round 2 rails. This is a great feeling shot. Zip it up, zip it over. Bounce off that side rail if you can. If not, stay short. That's okay.
It's perfect.
Question Arias is rooting for Kelly, Margaret, and Pa. Pa, of course, will be playing the great sensation, the ladies' Thai national 9-ball champion, 16 years old from Thailand. She'll be playing tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's 8 p.m. Bangkok. So prime time viewing there. Pleasure of watching her beat Nam actually in this year's Women's Thai Nationals. Beat her 10-6. Didn't like that shot. Didn't like that shot. Wasn't really smooth.
This is the third or the fourth time during the match that Kawahara gets to the 50-yard line, as we call it, on the 10. And even though they're professional players and probably she's going to make it, she needs to get easier shots on the 10.
The last thing you want is to build pressure on yourself, isn't it? It's a tough enough game as it is without leaving yourself extra obstacles, so to speak. But well done. A nice out. Bingo Bali Mehmet says, what is these games? Well, this is the Predator 1-pool Women's Cup, and it's 10-ball with 9-ball rules. You can make the 10 on the break for 15 points. You can carom it or combo it anytime you want, but depending on whether you take ball in hand or not, it's either 10 or 15. Dry break, you get 0. Make a ball, take ball in hand is 10, which is like Eylül's doing now. Or if you break, make a ball and don't take ball in hand, you can make a whopping 15 points. And a little bit like gold dust at the moment. We've seen a few today, but not many. I always worry when I go quiet and Alberto stays quiet. I often think, I'm talking too much. I better shut up and give him a chance.
Oh, you're doing it. You're explaining the format perfectly. So I'm enjoying the match as you do a wonderful job. So that's why I'm quiet.
Enjoying my perfect English accent, maybe.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure the fans are enjoying your accent because in the last tournament they got a Latin English and Spanish English commentators accent, excepting Tony Robles, that for sure has a perfect English and perfect commentating ability. But for sure, having you as a part of the team improves a lot the commentary of the tournament.
Oh, you're making me blush now. I was making David Al-Qaeda's blush earlier on this morning. I kept reminding him of his great achievement in 2017. Just one of them, of course. A lot of respect for David, and thanks very much for inviting me to be a part of this great team for the 1-pool Women's Cup. Really enjoying
it. You're going to love this. I'm going to be quiet for the shot, but I'm going to tell you something very funny, Mark. Okay. So Trevor Hill says, Mark White is the reigning world talking champion. He has never been quiet in his whole life.
Do you know, I often tell the story that when I was born with a microphone in my hand. But then when they cut the umbilical cord, that's the only first time I went quiet. I'm never happier unless I've got a microphone in front of my mouth.
I love it. So now on Facebook, I remember Christian Arias. I remember him. He's one of our biggest fans. I think he watched most of the matches of the 1-pool Predator Men's Cup. And how are you, my friend? Good to see you here.
Oh, it's nice of you to say so. Thank you, Christian. And of course, we are all talking the same language. It's just a total love of this game. And that's why I can talk forever about it. I can play it forever. I never get bored of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And respect every single player that picks up a cue, goes to a table and tries their hardest and enjoys the game. And that's what this game is all about.
Oh, that's a goal. Oh.
I don't never like it when they get up. I think, have they missed it? Is it going?
Yes. Thank you. Remember that you have the best last name. You have my same last name, Arias. So thank you.
Are you sure you're not related?
Yes, we had this conversation in the tournament, the last tournament. We're not related, but it's like we were, because him and like 20 more fans, they're very loyal and they're always watching the matches and helping us.
So 38 now, 20. Pulling away, 18 points ahead. Don't forget, the one pull total run here without taking ball in hand is worth 15. And they'll put her right back in it. And there goes 2 balls. Has she got a shot on the one?
Nah, I think it's too tough. I think it's on the wrong side of the one. You're close to the cushion, almost hooked to the 5. I mean,
didn't take her long to decide, did it?
No, I mean, probably because you want to look very professional. You say like, okay, let me see the shot, but you're not going to take it. I mean, no. You're obviously going to take ball in hand. So now it's a very, for me, interesting moment on the match. Something that's going to give us a lot of information in terms of Kawahara's type of play, because she makes the 1, she's going to draw it, and then she needs to choose either to draw the 2 or follow the 2 to get position on the 3. So they are 2 very different types of play.
It's got to be a draw. It's got to be a draw now.
Yes, because if you draw it, you need to avoid hitting the 8. And if you follow it, you need to make sure you don't scratch on the bottom right corner pocket. So both are power shots, but they're very different, and both have one key obstacle to make it happen.
Which is the human brain, of course. Always gets in the way of simple things, right? Oh, and she's missed it.
Yeah, I wouldn't follow it because I think it brings less pressure to the cue ball and it's more natural. But both shots were very tough.
So she's losing a bit of ground now, isn't she?
So 3 points, right?
15 behind. So chance, yes. Okay, sorry, I didn't see his name there. I only see, Louise. Okay, I'm so sorry.
So I think she needs to take, for sure, she needs to take one hand. She's hooked with the 4. So yes, I mean, she was 100% behind the 4.
Louise, I must say you are the nicest man I've ever had the pleasure of calling the wrong name for about an hour.
Don't worry.
Why didn't you say something?
No, because you know why, Mark? Because my objective is for the match and the tournament to be perfect. And I mean, everything's going smoothly, so I can be whatever you want me to be. I can be. I have I have 3 names. So in your defense, my 3rd name is Adalberto. So my name is Luis Gabriel Adalberto. So you calling me Alberto or Berto is almost my 3rd name. So
there you go then. That's why I was calling you that.
So it's perfect. And that's my father's name. So also.
There you go. Got a little voice in my ear saying, Mark, I just want to tell you.
Yeah, something inside of you makes you do everything right. So don't worry. You can't go wrong. Yeah,
thanks for that, John. It is a a race to 60, and it's best of 3 sets.
I love her stroke.
Yeah, that was really well controlled, that, wasn't it? Beautiful.
Beautiful stroke. It reminds me of Fefilova's stroke. It's a very European snooker type of stroke with a lot of power, but especially with a lot of quality.
I love her final backswing that's so slummy. She's overrun it there a little bit, but I love that long, slow backward motion before, and then that little pause, and then delivers the cue so smoothly. Beautiful to watch. I think more and more players are now going towards the snooker kind of technique. Yeah, it just seems more solid, more reliable. You can depend on it, and it holds up under pressure.
Yes, I think the reason, and I'm telling you this with because I do it. I changed the way I strike the ball last year. I went to the United States 45 days to play tournaments and train with some of the best players. And when you make the stop, like in snooker with your stroke, like you make your pre-shot routine and then you go backward, stop, and then strike the ball, you get better quality and you make sure you're going to hit the cue ball where you want to hit it. So I think it's very nice to have that type of stroke.
Yeah, I totally agree. I came up with a kind of a theory. It's almost like if you're driving a car and you're in reverse, you're going backwards, and then without stopping, you run the gear lever into forward, and then you're trying to go backwards and then go forward straight away. So you need that little break, you need that little pause on the action.
I think that's the most perfect, and I can visualize the example of that difference in the stroke. When you make a little pause, and it doesn't need to be a 2 second or 1 second pause. You can go backwards and stop just when you're gonna start going forward. You're gonna have much quality on your wrist. You're gonna aim and hit better the cue ball. You're gonna get a much better quality, guys. Trust me, I changed last year. I had a very different stroke, and that helps a lot. So when you're seeing Christina Kach, Margaret Fefilova, and other players like Eylül, we need to emulate that type of play. So now Kawahara can play now. She's gonna start the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th inning of the second set.
Yeah, the cue action, the stroke is so important.
Yes, it is for sure.
I mean, to me, it's everything. I mean, I think you can learn angles, you can learn combos, you can learn kicks, you can learn stuff like that. But you must learn. You can learn everything. You can know exactly where to hit the balls, to put every single ball. You can know every single kick shot. If you haven't got that perfect, lovely, smooth stroke, then you might as well forget the rest of it, because it doesn't matter. You need that more over anything. And I don't know where she's gone.
Yes, let's see. Maybe she needed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that actually. Is there a rule on bathroom breaks? Is there a timeout allowed for each set, or anything like that?
Ideal is they can have a break when the set ends or when the other player's playing. So the idea is that when you need to play, you're there.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're having some technical difficulties because Kawahara's team is saying that she's playing right now, but I don't know you, Mark, but I see the image frozen with the table and the ball.
Yeah, we don't see anything. Just the table set up, no movement. So probably a good time. Don't forget, Kelly Fisher coming up at 6 p.m. Central European time there. And we'll see all about the snooker stance and the snooker cue action and technique, because of course Kelly, great snooker player in the past, fabulous snooker player, women's world champion, of course.
You're talking about Kelly Fisher, right?
Yeah,
for sure. And she's so nice and so funny. But I'm watching Facebook because, guys, we're taking care of some technical difficulties, but we're gonna take this time to say hi to a couple of people. Colin McGee says, well said, Mark. You're both great commentating for this journey. Thank you so much. Carly, John Silvey, or Selve, sorry if I said it wrong. Great stream, guys. First time I've seen one pool. I take it's first to 60. Each set, you need to get to 60 points to win. Both players play the same amount of innings, and the player that wins 2 sets wins the match. If you break and run without taking ball in hand, you get 15 points. If you break and take ball in hand and run out, you take 10 points. If you get a dry break or scratch on the break, you get 0 points. And that's the one pool format. And this is the one pool Predator Women's Cup.
Well said, Louise.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, she's playing right now, but can't see anything. We need.
So, guys, we're asking Kawahara's team to log out and log again to the platform. So now we can see her, right?
About this?
Yes, now we can. Well, I can see Kawahara moving her eyes.
I can see now, yeah.
Still. But yeah, so can she please re-rack? Because we weren't able.
Okay.
Yes, and sorry, we didn't see anything. So, guys, we had some technical difficulties, but don't worry, Kawahara's gonna.
She has to break again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Such a shame she made the 10 ball as well on the break.
I didn't see. Did she make the 10?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
English joke.
Oh, Mark,
a bad one.
I was gonna tell you, Mark. I know now. I understand why Kawahara has that look. like yeah. The look. I get the 10, and you're not gonna count this rack. Okay.
Yeah. All the fun of the pool, huh?
For sure. So, guys, you can take this time while Kawahara is racking to give a shout out to your special someone. We can give a shout out to your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, a special someone, your beautiful and loving dog, cat, anything you want.
Woof, woof. I'm just saying hello there to my dog listening at home. Denise Belanger says, hey Mark, where is this being played? What time is it there? As I am watching from Canada. Well, welcome, Denise. Welcome all the way from Canada. What a lovely place you live in. We are actually playing in Osaka, Japan. and we're also playing in Turkey. And we have a Venezuelan contingent because that's where Louise is commentating, and I'm in the UK in England. So there you are, you're up to date. This is the Predator. The Predator 1 pool, Women's Cup, day 1. It's 10 ball, 9 ball rules, race to 60, best of 3 sets. Here we go.
So if I'm not wrong, Canada has Eastern time like Venezuela, so probably it's the same time. So it should be like 10 a.m. there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, she's made a ball. I'm so happy for her that a ball went in, because obviously she made a ball on the previous break, but we didn't get to see it. So a sigh of relief there from all of us.
No, for sure.
No one likes to see a player lose anything, do they?
Oh, for sure. These technical difficulties are natural because, as you said, we're playing on a format with players in 2 different countries, commentators in 2 different countries. So when this happens, we don't want the players to feel like we took something from them. So it's great that she made a ball. Let's hope the best for her during this rack.
Yeah, we want to see nice close games, don't we? We want some excitement. We want some drama. We want to see some great pool. Sometimes, though, there's more drama from misses than there is from continually running the table. So it's great entertainment. Love this.
I don't know. I think she doesn't see the 2.
I think she's gone a little bit too far, isn't she? Her body language is saying, yeah, she's going to bend it a little bit. She's thinking of swerving it around the 6 ball, Louise.
Yes, like a masse.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I wonder why she didn't jump that.
No, and I wonder why she didn't play the 1 and went all of the way down with a cue ball. She had a bigger area from the bottom cushion to the 10 than from the 4 to the 6. The landing area between the 4 and the 6 was very small, and the landing area between the 10 and the bottom cushion was very big. So probably making the 1 going up and downwards all the way down, she had a very big landing area.
Ooh. It's dry. There's no ball. Wow. We're quickly back over to Japan then. Kawahara. 23-48 behind. She won that first set, of course. Are we going all the way? I don't think she knows. Yeah, she doesn't know, I don't think, but she broke dry.
Yes, Trevor, I believe that the 1 was a mental error. Yes, for sure. I believe that the right play was playing the 1 and getting all the way down to the table with a bigger landing area for the 2. Getting between the 4 and the 6 was too perfect. It needed to be too perfect.
Oh, can you hear me? It's just a case if this PC it is broken, and we need a 2 PC. So can we? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
being corrected once again. Carly McGee says Central European summertime. Yes, I do apologise. It is Central European summertime.
今やりとりしてて、ちょっと待ってな。多分彼女着いたんだと
Oh,
思う。
here we go.
ピンクの
It's
音
break.
になってますね。あ、着いたの番だって。
Getting on the line. Central European summertime. Yes, I do. The best of three goes. I think it's dry. And it is.
Dry break.
Yeah, hi to Monto and welcome. They've got it on the big screen there in Sports Academy in the centre of Bangkok on Sukhumvit. And that's another dry. So,
着いた。
another chance. He's got away with the error.
Both players are having a tough time with the break, guys. And this is natural because they've been breaking a long time. So it's tough to keep breaking perfectly each time. So they get tired. Their eyes are not aiming at the perfect spot on the one.
That's the excuse I always use.
I'm tired.
From rack number one.
From before the match. So
Absolutely.
guys,
I had a terrible right to run all the way. I'm so tired.
so she made the ball. She took ball. She needs to. I think she needs to take ball. Huh?
You know, I think maybe she can get through.
Rail first. If she's gonna play from there, I would advise her to play rail first, because rail first is gonna give her perfect position on the two. A big landing area.
I think she's okay, Louise. Can I just call you Alberto? It's so much easier.
The problem
what-
with that shot is that she's closing the angle on the 9.
Absolutely, I agree with you, yeah. I think she's okay, though.
I hope
So
so.
what sort of standard are you, would you say,
What standard in terms of what?
playing?
Oh, I'm on my national team, the Venezuelan national team. So
Wow.
I
I'm
don't know.
surrounded by
They might put-
talent.
probably.
Are you there, Louise?
Yes.
Oh, good. So needs to draw this over to the left-hand side of the table. Wants to be sure of getting on the 5. If she can carry him into the 8, she might carry him into the 8. Actually, depends how much English she gets on it and how definite. Yeah, she has.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Are you sure she's not listening to me?
I think so, because I think if we would have make math about the times you say the perfect prediction of the shot, I think you have like 9 out of 10, and with Kawahara like 10 out of 10.
It's lucky. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket later.
Not for sure. If you're such a good commentator, you're
We
right.
come past. Yeah, this is okay. It's
She's
looking good. 2 rails here.
Yeah,
Stun, left-hand English. That's what you would do as well, isn't it, Louise?
for sure. But she needs to draw it a little bit. I mean, if
Yeah.
she doesn't draw it a lot, she's gonna get a terrible angle on the 8. She needs to go like she was gonna scratch.
About 30 centimetres from the corner. That's okay.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Slow up.
Ball in hand position.
Perfect shot of the cue action here. Look. Come back, pause, and then go through. Absolutely perfect. Beautiful. Now, this is that shot again, isn't it, Louise?
Yes. So I think she needs to roll it in, not look for the tension line on the other side, but probably if she gets the tension line, she's going to hit it harder to make sure.
I think she's drawing. She likes that shot. Bit of side. That's lovely. It's okay.
So I think most professional players, when they play that shot, they make sure they hit the right rail to make sure they pass the tempo like she did right now.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, very nice. Back in rhythm by the looks of it.
15 points, right? She made a 1 pull.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we're looking for a little catchphrase that maybe you can help us out with. Just get this break out. 8 in the side. And she's got a shot on the 1. Look at this. And the perfect timing to explain what I would like, what we are looking for from our viewers. We'd love you to comment. We're looking for a little catchphrase that we can use when somebody breaks, makes a ball, doesn't take ball in hand, and runs the table. We're looking for like a 1 pull run, something like this, like a catchphrase that we can use. And then you'll be ever famous for coming up with the phrase that we will use every time somebody breaks and runs without taking ball in hand. How's that? You can brag to all your friends.
That's great. So the last tournament, the fans came up with the 1 pull superset. If a player only makes 15 points each shot, she makes 15 4 times and gets to 60 points. So now we need a name for when a player breaks and runs without taking ball in hand. So calling it the 1 pull is a little bit boring. So maybe you can help us.
1 pull super rack.
Oh, yes, or I don't know, the ultra run, the 1 pull ultra run, something that is fun.
Ultimate.
I love those words. Ultimate.
Yeah. Ultimate, ultra. Anything else with a U. So come on, guys. Get that grey matter, get the brains working. You've got to work with us.
Mark, when she made the 2, when she got position from the 1 to the 2, she made the shot that I told you earlier of Kawahara. She went all the way down to the table to get an angle on the 2. She had the same shot that Kawahara had a couple of rats.
Exactly. I remember it well when she played too much English on it, didn't she? Yeah. Kawahara, and now she's done exactly the same and caught the 9 ball. I think she caught there, didn't she?
Yeah. So
I think this isn't too bad, though. I think
the thing is that she has the scratch.
So, I think if she plays high enough, I think she can get away with the scratch here. I think she can actually run around the back of the
5.
The 5. I think she can. If she cues this well, just above centre striking, try and catch the 4 ball slightly thinner. So use the left-hand side of the pocket. Just steal a little bit on the pocket. I think she can make this.
Yes,
Here we go.
It needs to have a lot of quality.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't stun this at all. You're going to drag it towards. And she's played it. Oh, she's played it very well. She drew it slightly. She deserves a bit of luck for that.
Oh, let's see.
Yes, she's okay. She's okay.
Does she see it?
Yeah, if you just move to your right slightly, Louise, you'll see. She can just about see it.
Yes, I think she sees it. So probably she plays three cushion because that was a three cushion play. I think the natural play was the one that you said.
Wow, that's okay. Yeah, Denise Bellinger has come up with if she makes a 15-point run, it should be called the Predator Perfect Score or Predator Pounce.
What's a pounce?
Predator Pounce.
But what's a pounce? What does it mean?
It's like the predator cat. It's like a pounce is when a cat pounces, when it pounces on its prey.
Whoa.
Like a pounce, a quick movement.
I love it. So creative, Denise. So early in the morning, this side of the world, you're so creative.
She's certainly pouncing all over this opportunity as well. Don't forget, it's a 15-pointer.
Yes. It's been a tough rack.
She's really had to work for this, hasn't she? And there it is, the one-pull Predator Pounce, says Denise.
Yeah, maybe you could figure that.
Oh, she took the second set, right? Because she was in 48 and she made 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I think the third
set over, yeah.
So the third set, Eylül needs to break first, right? Because Eylül broke the first set.
Yeah, I mean, she did break the first set.
So I think, let me check with my team, Miriam, but I think Kawahara needs to re-rack.
Çünkü ilk sen açtın sonra Kawahara.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
So Kawahara, the second set was won by Eylül. So the third set, Eylül needs to break first because we're playing an alternate break format. So Eylül broke the first set, Kawahara the second one, so Eylül breaks the third one. And we're going to start the third set.
You're absolutely right, Louise.
Okay, so Eylül can break. Guys, we're starting the third and final set. We're one set each. The player that gets to 60 points first wins. Remember, both players need to play the same amount of innings.
Okay, makes the 8 ball. She's made the 5 as well, as she know. The 2's going pretty close, and look at the 1.
Oh, perfect.
She's got the chance to start with another Predator Perfect Pounce.
It would be great. I mean, if you lost the first, imagine, Mark, you lost the first set, you win the second one, and you start the third one with 15 points.
Yeah.
That's huge mentally, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This could really hurt Kawahara if she gets a 15 here. Don't forget, she's been sat out now. This is the second rack that she's had to sit out. That was a little bit.
I think she's okay, but the thing is, for the 2, she can't draw it. She needs to follow 1 cushion, 2 cushions, and then get to the center of the table again.
Yeah, this is one of those lovely shots, though. When you're cueing well, just cue this with right hand English, run it round, and as you say, back into the center of the table, Louise. When you pot these, you know you're cueing well when you get the cue ball round of 2 rails. There it goes, 1, 2. Absolutely spot on, perfect. Gorgeous shot. Absolutely gorgeous shot.
As I said, she has a beautiful stroke. To be honest, guys, and Mark, I've never seen her play, and this is the first time I'm seeing Eylül play, and I'm amazed with her stroke. I mean, she reminds me of Jeffrey De Luna, such power and quality at the same time.
I'm just laughing at some of the comments we're getting. Carly McGee says, what about hoovered right up? Robert Clement says, what about a Ghostbuster? Well, yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, but it's sort of not really a ghost game, but I see where you're coming from. Keep going, Robert. keep pressing and guessing and commenting and sharing your ideas. We love it. We love to have all your comments and interaction. We really do. And by the way, guys, when just talking about interaction, could you please like and share our One Pool page? It's very, very important. We want as many people to get as much enjoyment as you're getting yourselves. So let's get it shared around the world and grow this great game of pool. There might be a change of plan here now. She'll probably play this in the right-hand corner, I think. Draw, right-hand English. What do you reckon, Louise? You're nearer a pro than I am.
Well, I think she needs to go 2 cushions and shot the 7 on the top left corner pocket. But for that, she needs to get a little bit straight to avoid the scratch on the left side pocket.
She's playing in the other pocket, isn't she? Oh, that is a fantastic shot. I love that shot with running English. What a great shot she's played there. Give her a bounce off the rail. So long as she's not straight, this is okay. If it's straight, she's got a slight problem.
Yes, the thing with that shot was that the cue ball was going to look for the cushion. So, but the thing is, if she makes the 7, she has natural position for the 9.
Yeah. That's why she's wrong angle. Where are you playing this one, Louise?
I would play it on the bottom right corner pocket. I will leave the cue ball on the 50-yard line with the 10. I wouldn't give any English or try anything fancy, and then shoot my 10 on the 50-yard line. I think at this stage of the rack, you need to keep it very simple.
That 50-yard line sounds very much like an Americanism, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Well, like this. Like
oh, unlucky. So close. 8 points, though.
Yes.
So not too bad.
8 aldım.
Yes, the 50-yard line is like American football. So
yeah. That's the only game I think that takes longer than a game of cricket, isn't it?
Probably.
And it's a dry though.
Yes.
I don't know whether you know this or not, but I'm actually commentating in a. It's a gin trailer. It's like a horse box. You know what a horse box is?
No.
It's a box it's a trailer that they transport horses in.
Okay.
And it's been revamped, refurbished, and it's a beautiful little commentary box for me.
Oh, so nice. You need to send me a picture.
I will certainly do that. I'll put it on the group chat a little bit later. Well, I might even share it in the normal chat, actually, in the next game. What about that?
Yeah,
I'll take a few pictures and then share it on the chat. How about that?
Perfect.
So look at this.
Perfect break. She doesn't need to take ball in hand. She can go for the 15 points.
Don't do anything with the cue ball. Just move it out a little bit. Leave an angle.
So I think we lost.
Yeah, we've lost. Yeah.
Eylül, please stop so you don't lose the beautiful rack that you have.
Eylül, stop, please.
Eylül, please stop. We can't see you. Let's hope she doesn't advance on the rack.
Yeah, just to explain to viewers, if we lose the signal from the player at any time, then we can only give points for the balls that we see. Hopefully she will know and she will stop playing. see if we can get her back in.
見えなくなっちゃって、彼女。いなくなっちゃった。シグナルが。ラッシュクラブだった。
Yeah, she seems to have disappeared, and sometimes players can forget that their battery might run out. They don't plug their phones in to the power, so good little tip there for anyone playing on one pool over the coming week. Make sure you've got plenty of battery. Keep it plugged in if you can. It could cost you a lot of points.
Yeah, for sure. I think the signal went so abruptly that probably she went out of battery. I think.
Yeah, I just hope she knows.
Yes. So our technical team is gonna take care of it, guys. We're gonna have a couple of minutes until we get Eylül online again.
And please, Adrian Lowe, please do not apologise. You're very welcome to ask anything you want, and the fact that you're new to this one pool system format is great. We love to have new people watching, of course we do. And just to explain the rules very quickly to you while we have Luo trying to get her back online. A player makes a break. If they make a ball, they don't take ball in hand and they run all 10 balls, it's worth 15 points. Now, although it's 10 ball, we are playing 9 ball rules, so you do not have to nominate your pocket. You can carom or combo the 10 at any time. If you do that without taking ball in hand, you'll still get the 15 points. If you make a ball on the break, but you have to take ball in hand because you haven't got shape on the lowest ball on, run the table, that will give you 10 points. But having said that, you still get a point for every single ball you pot. And finally, if you're unlucky enough to scratch on the break or dry break, you don't make a ball on the break, you get absolutely nothing, I'm afraid. So, and we're playing race to 60 points, and we're playing best of 3 racks. And you've joined us actually, best of 3 sets, sorry, and you join us in the deciding set. It's 1 set ball, and it's between Eylül and KAWAHARA. Eylül, of course, is the #1 player from Turkey, number 26 in the world. KAWAHARA, the number 12 in the world, and former Japanese #1, I believe. So I hope that clears it up for you all.
So we have Robert Clement saying, if you don't take ball in hand, you could call it a predator prestige.
Yeah, I like that.
So now we're getting a little online again, guys.
What a shame after that great break. I hope
No,
she left the table as it was.
No, I think
she's re-racked.
She wrote it out and she didn't know that she went offline.
What a shame.
Don't worry, Young Low.
Yeah, you have to flip the phone. That's it. Perfecto. I think she's just messing about with the phone at the moment, just trying it. Yeah, Eylül, that's it. Just turn it to flip your screen so it's landscape rather than portrait. Lovely. Left down, that's it. I don't know whether I'm confusing things or helping matters. I'm not sure. We get there in the end as a team, right? What a shame. That was the perfect break, wasn't it? For a one-pull prestige. Looks like a very nice club, doesn't it? Looks a very nice club.
It's beautiful. I hope they have a 3 cushions table. Thank you so much for that positive attitude. So their team are telling us, guys, and Mark, our wireless microphone battery died, and that's why we probably lost the connection. So that's what happened.
Okay, it's nice to see she's still smiling, and let's hope she can replicate the break that she just made, because it was absolutely perfect, wasn't it?
Yes,
You've done it once, you can do it again.
Let's hope so.
I love this from Carly McGee. She says, call it no pick-uppy.
No pick-uppy.
No pick-uppy. No pick-uppy the one ball. The cue ball. No pick-uppy. The one pull, no pick-uppy.
That's right.
We'll have to have a vote later on. Maybe we'll have a vote tomorrow to see if people can choose. Let's write the ones down that we like. I'm going to make a few notes now. I'm going to write a few of these down.
So she made a ball. I think she has a shot on the 1 and she can get position on the 2 if she draws it. But the 1 is a tough long shot. But I think she doesn't need to take ball in hand. Yes, Christian, technical difficulties. I am surprised you didn't have issues on the last tournament. Yeah, for sure. We had a meeting last night, the commentators, the organizer, the technical teams, etc. And we were talking that we almost didn't have any technical difficulties on the last tournament. But this is natural in this format. So we're starting the tournament in the first round. So it's only going to get better. So she took ball in hand, right? Now she's going for the 2. She's going for the 10 points, guys.
She took the ball in hand, yeah. And as Denise says, she had the perfect out in the last rack, but unfortunately, she's missed it.
Yeah, she missed-stroke it. So 2 points, right?
Wow.
So now it's Kawahara's turn to break.
Yeah, that's very unlucky there. So chance for Kawahara. It's dry. It's a dry.
Yeah. She's having a tough time with the break.
Yeah, how many times do we say the break so important? And you're sort of stuck between, you don't want to hit them too hard and risk scratching. You don't want to hit them too soft and not makeable. You just want that nice little spread of the balls. And that's going to be dry as well, unless the 2 ball comes to the rescue, or the 3 has.
Yes.
And look at the 1 ball.
Yes, she has position on the 1 and easy position on the 2. So I'm looking at my notes, Mark, and Kawahara has got 6 dry breaks in the match so far. And Eylül has had 4 dry breaks.
Okay.
So Kawahara and 4 for Eylül in terms of dry breaks.
Interesting stat. He doesn't want to be straight on this.
I think she's straight. I think she's very straight. But she can cheat the pocket and see herself up the table for the 4.
Yeah, needs to play just a little dab, as I say, of right-hand English. So she doesn't want it running up behind the 6, so she needs to steal a little bit. As you say, she's gone round. She had enough to go round the other side. What a great shot. Would have liked another half a metre though, maybe, pacing that cue ball there, Louise.
Yes, I think she needs to go up and down. If she tries to roll the 4 in, she's probably gonna get bad position for the 5. So I would go either up and down or with left English, long cushion, short cushion, and up again. So it depends on her feel.
She's caught it much too thick, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So 3 points only.
2 points only. So 2 points, yes. So another thing that we need to remember, the fans and the players, is that we are this format. We need to play with. It doesn't allow pattern racking, so we need to see the players racking the 1 on the top, 2 and 3 on the side, 10 on the center, and the rest of the balls need to be differently. Need to be random. They cannot rack the same time each time, so that's important. So she took ball in hands.
Can you see any potential banana skins here? I can't. All the balls go. It's all about the 1 to the 2, the 2 to the 3, and the 3 to the 4. And it should be plain sailing. Surprised she played it like that, but okay. Is she going to carry him into the 5, do you think, here? Louise, going to be pretty close, isn't it?
Yes. I think I will go forward. I'd rather hit the 9 and at the 5 and bounce it up again.
Yeah.
But instead I make the 2. If you try to float perfectly something, it's to be very perfect. So like that.
She just caught it, and she could scratch here. She could scratch. She could scratch. Oof. Sorry, apologies for my excitement there.
No, it was a tough shot.
Yeah.
But I think she has perfect angle to get on the 4 because she's close to the cushion. I think the 3 is a little bit off the cushion. So with a little bit of left English, she can bounce back without problem.
Yeah, somewhere in the centre of the table, on the 50-yard line, I would say. Love the dedication that these players have got. Practice day in, day out.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she struck that lovely, didn't she?
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks, Denise. Couldn't do it without my fellow commentator here, of course, Louise. We tend to bounce off each other quite well, I think.
Yes, for sure. I mean, it's an honor. And we're going to have an exciting week full of pool with 16 of the best female players in the world.
Thanks to Predator, our sponsor, of course.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a great shot. What control.
In the side pocket. I thought she was going to shoot it on the corner pocket. So that was very, very tough.
I do like a surprise, Louise. And that was certainly one for me also. Never expected that. My eyes quickly diverted to another part of the table. And look at this.
Exactly. It happened the same to me. I was looking for the 7 in another.
Where's it gone? Where's it gone?
Exactly.
So this is the perfect shot for the 9 ball. Just stroke this in, hold the cue ball. No power, just all smoothness. Feel the shot. Beautiful. Timing the cue ball beautifully there.
Yeah, so 10 points, right?
Yeah, very nice.
So Eylül, let's stop, please. Eylül, in Eylül's team, you need to change the rack. The racking needs to be random. You need to put the 1, the 2, and the 3 in the corners, but the rest of the balls need to be differently. So please change the rear rack without any type of pattern, please. Thank you. So the 1 on the top, 2 and 3 on the other corner, the 10 on the center, and the rest of the balls need to be random, almost with your eyes closed. Thank you.
I don't understand your question, Denise. Is there a bracket? What do you mean? Is it like a round robin league, or I don't understand your question. Sorry about that. Give me another clue. Yeah, it's good to see, because I've seen it many, many times when I've been commentating, that when someone's used to breaking with the balls all in the same, dare I say, pattern every time, you sort of get used to it, and then as soon as a player is asked to change it, normally it can upset their break a little bit, but it hasn't there, so that's good to see. And that tells me that they weren't really doing it on purpose. It's just sort of a habit, shall we say.
Yes, it's supposed to be random, and if you play any professional big tournament, it's random racking, and most of the time you're not even able to rack your own rack. So
you know what, Louise, as well, I've had this conversation so many times with players that you must practice. If you want to go to the top of your profession, you must practice with the rules and the way that it is in all the big tournaments, because it's no good you playing these challenge matches around the world and you're getting away with doing your own little thing. All of a sudden you're thrust into the arena of the big, big world tournaments. You don't have a chance, because it's so ingrained in you. Do you understand what I mean there?
Yes, and especially if you have a soft break, because you can have a soft break and rack the same way each time, and you're practicing the same thing. It's like making a one-time drill the rest of your life, and pool is supposed to be different every time. No rack is supposed to be the same.
Yeah. Oh, she's missed that.
Whoa.
She was guiding the cue ball. She twisted her arm around, trying to drive the cue ball around the angles.
4 points, right?
Yeah. So Denise is asking, is this a round robin, or is there a draw, an actual draw where we can see who plays who if they beat who, if you understand my...
Yes, so this is a 16-player draw, a single elimination. So you can see in our Facebook, in our webpage of One Sports TV, you can see the draw in all of the matches. The first round is gonna be today and tomorrow, and then we're gonna start with the rest of the rounds, semifinals on Saturday and the final on Sunday.
I think she's going for 15 here. going to play this with a little bit of left-hand English. Coming across the face of the two, very nicely played. That's beautiful. You can play this with just below centre striking, just to draw the cue ball back down towards the three, along the same line it's on now, more or less.
Sorry, Mark, I was writing something. Did she take ball in hand?
No.
Okay.
She's either going for a predator pounce, a predator prestige, a one pull, no picky uppy. We're not sure yet. That's a lovely picture of your dog there, Denise. The perfect dog for Alaska. or not sure exactly where you're from. Hi, Emily Dudley. Nice to have you with us. Welcome to the stream. She says, morning, guys. Thank you, Predator, for such a great event and awesome commentary. Wow.
Who's that?
That is Emily Duddy.
How are you? Thank you so much.
So this looks pretty straightforward, doesn't it? 5 in the side, just run the cue ball for the 6. Make up your mind where you want to play the 8.
Emily, thank you so much for those kind words. Thank you, Denise.
Oh, she went a bit too far there, I thought. Okay, she can run it over and play the 8 in the... Looks like she's aiming low, so in the same pocket past the 9. Stun off the side rail, back over into the centre of the table. Oh, don't go near that side. Oh.
Perfect.
You made my heart a flutter there.
Me too, me too. Perfect. Now again, guys, and Mark, she needs to make sure she gets an easy shot on the 10. So she can go 1 rail and go downwards. She can go 2 cushions, join it on with right spin. So, but she needs to make sure she controls the speed.
That looks not too bad, at least.
No,
she's
okay.
not straight. She's not in a straight line on it this time. She's got an angle on it, so that's nice.
Yes, yes. Anything but the 50-yard line. The 50-yard line, even if you're a professional player with this format and the pressure, you're giving yourself a chance to miss. So.
And she's made it. Great run. So that's given Eylül something to think about.
Sure.
Really do like this girl's break.
Oh, the 3's on the way. She needs to take ball in hand.
Yeah.
But she has an open table. Probably the 3 is the toughest shot of the rack. Emily Doddy is asking Mark, can I ask where KİBAROÞLU is from? She's from Turkey and KAWAHARA is from Japan. She really likes Eylül's game, yes. She's like the women version of Jeffrey De Luna. Power plus quality of stroke. Ugur Karadenis is asking, is this tournament single or double elimination format? This is a single elimination format, my friend. You can see in our One Sports TV Facebook, where you're watching right now the match, or on our webpage, the draw and the elimination stages. We have semifinals on the Saturday, and we have the final on Sunday. Thank you.
Very nicely said.
Yes. Thank you, Ina Kaplan. She's from Turkey. Thank you so much. I think I know Ina. She's a pool player, right? Kaplan. I think I've heard of her.
And I know Christoph Rentjes very, very well. Great German player. Another Joshua Filler in the making. Great player. Great break, very solid. And a great guy as well. I've actually commentated with him before, Christoph. Nice to have you with us, mate.
I love her stance.
Yeah.
So low. I mean.
Oh, she's just made it.
Pass. Yes, it passed. So now she can get attention line on the 5, and she could shoot the 6 on the left side pocket if she wanted to. That's what I would play. Getting on the good side of the 6, playing on the left side pocket, hitting it with follow, and then playing the 7 on the right side pocket. So let's see.
I concur, my friend.
See, she's on the good side of the 6.
Yeah, she's lost the cue ball a little bit there, didn't she? Didn't really get through it.
I think she needs to go and bounce to the left rail. She needs to make the 6, no spin, get on the left cushion, bounce, and then get almost the same shot to the 7 on the right side pocket. Oh, if you can shoot that, even better. She stunned it perfectly there.
Yeah, it was a tough shot, a lot more tough than it looked, actually.
Tough because it was close to the rail and it was a long shot, but also the way she stunned the ball to avoid hitting the other rail is beautiful.
Stuff this.
Beautiful.
So Jose Emmanuel Dimitrov Tiro, that's a mouthful, isn't it? He says hi to Yuki Hirakuchu, Yasmin Ocean, and Fifilova, and all the other players. Thanks very much. She reminds me of Kelly Fisher, her walk around and her approach to the table. Who knows, Denise? She might even have been watching her. It might be one of her players that she's been modelling herself on. Who knows?
Oh, dry break, right?
I think so, yeah. It's dry. Wow, that's so disheartening, isn't it, when you dry break?
Especially at this stage in the match, because we're playing the 3rd set. Eylül just ran out, and now you get a dry break. So now every dry break could mean the match.
Very close now, aren't we?
Yes.
It's made a ball. Don't go in that pocket, one ball.
I think it goes. I think the 1 goes, and I think she has a shot on the 2.
Yeah, she's not behind the nose, is she? Hopefully not. Oh, you know. Says, thanks, but I'm not a pro. I'm working half a day and I have 2 children. Well, in my eyes, that makes you even more of a special player. If you're juggling children and work and you're still loving pool and playing well, that makes you a pro in my eyes, you know. Now look at this, my favourite shot of all. Long, straight shot. Stun the cue ball. This is one of them feeling shots. She might be just running it in though. See how she feels? Yeah, just rolling it in.
Perfect.
Doesn't want to be straight. It's sort of okay. She can play the draw for the 4.
Yes, it's better to draw it because you're that side of the table is clear. If you follow it, that is easier to make the 3 2 cushions. You have the 6, the 10, the 9, so you can get into trouble. So let's see. Some players like to follow it, some to draw it. It depends on your ability to control the ball. See? She passed perfectly, but she has a tough shot on the 4.
I was actually just taking a few pictures for you, Louise.
Great.
And Denise says, time to pounce. Time for a predator pounce.
I love those names. Perfect. That's a very tough shot to roll that 4E with that angle and get in position on the 6. I mean,
she's looking very solid, isn't she now?
yes. Now probably she needs to stop the 6 there and take the tougher shot on the 7 to make sure you make the 6 and you keep it simple.
Really, really in the groove now.
Perfect.
Nothing much to do here. Don't over elaborate. As Louise says, keep it simple.
Thank you, Ina. I'm not a pro, but I'm working half a day and have 2 children. Where you're a superhero then. You're not a pro pool player, you're a superhero.
Or Super Mum. That is your nickname. That's your pool nickname. Super Mum.
Hot Song is asking Facebook, Mark, if we have Taiwanese players. So I remember that you told us that we were going to have a prodigy, a female young Taiwanese player, right?
Yeah.
Filipino, I believe we don't have Filipino players in the draw. So this is the first women's cup that we do with one pool and Predator guys. But for sure, this is only going to get bigger. Probably going to get 32 or 64 players the next time. And we're going to be able to include players from Latin America, Philippines, and all over the world. So don't worry.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Fabulous.
So she didn't take ball in hand, or she took Mark?
I think it's a 15 actually. I think that's why
yes.
Denise says it's a pounce. I think she said
15 points. Yes. So 15 points for her.
Yeah, it was a predator pounce. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's lucky because that ball was going in. Then she's made it. Well, look at the 1 ball. She got a shot on it. She has. She's got a shot on the 1.
Yes, she has a shot on the 1, and I think she can draw it a little bit to get around the 2. The tough
absolutely.
Shot, 9 is a tough shot.
These are the shots you really have to buy into the cue ball, really get through the white here. Lots of bottom, bit of left-hand English just to zip it round the back of the 2. But great, these is another really good feeling shot. Lots of follow through, your elbow drops after the initial shot. Didn't really get into it.
I think she hit it too hard.
Yeah, didn't really bite into it. It wasn't one of them shots that felt good, you know. Didn't have me reaching for my cue to reenact it, if that makes sense.
Yes. So Hutz. From Thailand. So we don't have Taiwanese, but we have a player from Thailand. So stay tuned for that match.
Yeah, that's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central European Summertime. Oh, look at that for a nice little kick onto the 8 ball. Oh, no. What's happened? Oh, she missed the ball.
Yes.
Wow.
She missed the ball.
I was thinking about something else then.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. So
I actually lost you for a second there. You were breaking up.
Okay.
Mr. Louise, no, it could be me. I'm not saying it's you, but it could be me.
No, I think it was me. I think I had trouble, but I'm okay. I think it was 2.
She missed the 3, yeah. I think it was 2.
Yes, too.
So we've got a real fight on our hands, haven't we? It's a boxing match without gloves on, although she has got a glove on. Not a boxing one.
So she took ball in hand. She's going for 10 points. She needs to follow enough to get a position on the 2. She needs a little angle on the 2 to then go on the left side of the table for the 3.
Chin right down on the cue, that lovely triangle, the head, the hand, back arm, absolutely beautiful. Just run this in, leave the cut back on the floor, it's okay. Don't like when they leave the magic rack on the table. It always puts me off. It keeps catching my eye. That's it, get rid of it over there.
So I think she's too straight on the 3, so I think she needs to follow it. I don't know if she can create an angle to make the 4 in the top left corner pocket, or if she's gonna need to make.
She's just accepted it, yeah. Just accepted that she'll just leave herself slightly more difficult. But it's a nice angle that she's got here, though, isn't it? Look.
Yes, it's different. I thought she needed to go follow it and maybe make the 4 in the top right corner pocket, but it's tough to see in this angle of the camera the exact place of the player.
So just talking about the different nations playing in this tournament, I was looking at the world rankings actually earlier on. And the lady you're watching now, number 26 in the world. Oh, she's overcut it.
Oh, 4 points.
So much attention on the 5 position on the 5 as well. Not enough attention to the pot.
Yeah, so 4 points.
Excuse me.
Now it's Kawahara's turn. Let's see her break.
A couple of clicks of the mouse and I'm back in Japan. if only real travel was that quick. I'm sure it will be one day.
Let's hope so.
I don't think in our lifetime, though.
Probably not.
Actually, we'll be lucky with the current situation if we're allowed to go anywhere in the foreseeable future. Hopefully. I think things here in the UK, we've got a big announcement coming today. We've got more cases of COVID. They're doubling almost daily now. So our Prime Minister will make some big announcement sometime today. So hopefully we're not going to go back on lockdown.
Let's hope so. So she took ball in hand. She's going for 10 points, guys. She's closing the 7th inning of the 3rd set. We're tied 1 set each. The player that gets first to 60 wins the match. Remember, both players need to play the same amount of innings.
Yeah, not always the case where the first 60 will win it. If the second player in the innings can still reach 60, then they get to play as well, of course.
Yes, for sure. If they both get to 60 and same amount of innings, we go to the equalizing inning of, as I call it, sudden death.
Sounds very dramatic, that, doesn't it?
Like hockey, sudden death.
I think it would be sudden death for me if I played hockey. My mum actually was a professional ice skater when she was young,
Really?
believe it or not. Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't actually inherit that gene. I think I broke my shoulder the first time I ever put a pair of skates on. And I didn't even make it to the ice. That was just walking around to the arena.
I love it. Recently, I saw, well, probably a couple of months ago, I saw a series on Netflix about ice skating competition, and I think it's beautiful. So tough, so elegant, so precise.
Yeah, I mean, the things they're doing now on skates is just unbelievable, isn't it? It's like with BMX bikes and motorbikes, the things they do, or even in wheelchairs and stuff now. You know, you've got these extreme games, unbelievable things that these kids are getting up to now on skateboards and stuff like that. Oh, don't catch the 7. She has. She's got to bank this.
It's tough.
It's a tough bank, and she needs the bridge as well. She's reaching for it. It's there somewhere.
She's gonna bank it to the right. I think the easier bank is to bank it to the left.
Yeah, I do as well. She's coming to the right, though, I think, isn't she? Is the 7 not in the way? My friend Trevor would know. He's the best banker I've ever seen. Yeah, she's going left.
Yeah,
she's missed it, though.
So 5 points.
So we're going to teleport ourselves back over to Turkey. Are they playing with all fouls? You can answer that one, Louise, if you don't mind. There's a dry break, of course.
Dry break, yes, all ball fouls.
Okay.
And also fair play. We're playing with fair play, guys, because we're not there. So it's tough for us to commentate and also be referee. So we're also believing on the players' goodwill and fair play, that if they make a foul that is not obvious, they're going to tell us.
You know, it's in any cue sport that I've ever played. I've played a lot of snooker, I've played a lot of pool, I've played some billiards. And you find in the pool community, the spirit is, the etiquette is fantastic, and people own up to fouls. And it's almost like a natural reaction, just to, when you foul something, you know you fouled something. And you just admit it. It goes with the territory, as they say. It goes with the game. Oh, and that's an obvious foul, look, is it? Oh, just saved.
Whoa.
Talking of fouls, that was nearly one you didn't have to own up to.
So she takes ball in hand. She's going for 10 points, guys.
So to answer your question, yes, they are, Robert.
So, Mark, if Kawahara makes the 10 points, she's going to close the 8th inning and get to 42, right? But
yeah.
Eylül is going to have 46. So if she makes, I don't know what's the official name, but we're going to give it the one point Predator.
For today, let's call it the Predator Pounce, just for today, and then we'll decide tomorrow.
If she makes a Predator Pounce, I'm talking about Eylül, she's going to get to 60. And then Kawahara, it doesn't matter. She's not going to be able to get to 60 with 15 points because she's going to have 42.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So Kawahara's going to make sure she makes the 10 points. But if Eylül makes 15, if she makes a prayer pounce, she's gonna win the match after being down the first set.
Professional, perfect, predator pounce.
I love it. Because you're here commentating with us, Mark, we're getting more British nicknames for the plays. When we get other type of commentators, we get other names. So this is very fun to see because these British nicknames are more professional. They sound more professional.
I just think it's because I think with the English language is so much more play on words and play with words and stuff like this. It's very lucky, I think, in that respect. And don't forget, guys, later on, 6 p.m. 1800 hours Central European Summer Time is Showdown. Kelly Fisher versus Elise Qui. Probably said her name wrong, but I will learn it in time. But in the meantime, we've got game on here, of course. And this is far from over. As we've seen, it only takes a dry break to turn one of these matches. We're one set all. We're racing to 60, deciding set.
She's playing really strong.
Yeah, she's shifted up a gear, hasn't she, in the last couple of racks?
She's only got perfect position. She's playing perfect.
Yeah, I think she knows now she's got to play perfect pool. She cannot afford to miss again.
Well, I think she's okay, but she's a little bit short on the 8.
She can either just stroke it in, use the rail. She can draw it slightly. Yeah, she's going to draw it slightly. Just get hold of that cue ball. Watch the cue go right through that cue ball. Just to hold it. No pace in it. Just nice and smooth. Wow, whoa. She's gone all the way round. She's risking it there.
Whoa.
Wow.
I think I would have played it like you said. A little stunned with quality to make sure the cue didn't go as further as I wanted. Going around, for sure, if you make it like this, it's perfect, but you're making yourself available for mistakes.
Yeah, she could have scratched in the side there, Louise. Anything could have happened. Could have finished on a rail, and this is going to be short again, is it? No, it's going to be fine. That's absolutely perfect. Look at that.
Yeah, that's perfect. So we have Carlos Gomez from Venezuela in the house. He's my pool partner. We play Scotch doubles. He's tuning in on Facebook. How are you, Carlos?
Wow. Yeah, very nice run out for Kawahara. But
so,
it will all mean nothing if Eylül,
get 15.
The Ice Woman, can get 15 here. To win the third set and, of course, the match. There you go. Is she? Oh no, she's made a ball.
Does she see? Yes. No, she has the 2, that 1. Well,
so she's got to take ball in hand. She's not going to win it from here. So another chance still for Kawahara. She's not going to make a 15-point run here.
Yes. I think she needs to make sure she makes the 10 points because the shot on the 1 is too tough. Unless she's very good at banking and she can make the bank on the 1 and stun it and get a shot on the 3. But I think it's unnecessary. Yes, better. So now, Mark, there's a high probability that we could see a sudden death. Both players getting to 60 and seeing a deciding inning for both players. So she has perfect position on 3. She needs to bounce the right rail to make sure she can draw it. For the 5, the 5 has a natural angle when you make it to get with a draw an angle on the 6. And then you have open table, 7, 8 on the side pocket, 9 on the bottom right corner pocket, and then 10 on the bottom left corner pocket.
Oh, it sounds so simple when you say it, Louise.
Yeah, well, it isn't.
Do you know what? I'm just looking, just changing the subject slightly. I'm looking at that picture on the. If you think you know who it is, Louise, just write it down and take a picture of it, of your guess. Let's see if the viewers can guess who is in that picture that's on the wall at the back of the table there. Can you see who it is? I think I know who it is. Do you know who it is?
I don't know, but if I needed to guess, I would say Efren Reyes.
That's exactly what I said. Because of the stance, yeah.
But it's a guess because
maybe somebody viewing can zoom in and have a look.
So this is a tough shot on the 6. She's almost frozen to the side rail. She needs to bounce back. I don't know if she can stun it to get position on the 7. Let's see, guys.
That's beautiful cueing.
Beautiful. And this type of shots is where having that level of technique execution pays out, because if you move a little bit or you have a stroke that isn't perfect, that type of shot, for sure you're gonna miss it.
Yeah, I mean, playing the shot, striking down the cue ball from so close to the cushion, any little piece of English that you put on the cue ball is going to deviate the line. If you don't cue it smoothly, you're not going to get the reaction out of the cue ball that you hoped for. So very, very tough shot. Really good pro shot, that. Sign of a very, very strong technique.
So Mark, you're going to love this trivia. Eylül's team is writing us that the man on the picture on the wall that you said is Eylül's deceased father, who was also a brilliant billiard player and pool hall owner. So beautiful.
Wow, what a lovely story.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that piece of information.
Yes, above the
how
picture.
How lovely to have your dad watching you.
I love this.
And how proud he must be of his daughter. Fabulous player.
So 10 points?
Yeah. 10 points. Just looking at the score now.
So 56.
Anything less than 3 points. She needs at least 3 points on this rack.
Dry break?
I don't think she's made one. She's made a dry break. Oh, can you believe it?
Oh my God, the worst possible time to get a dry break. So now
like a bag of M&Ms smashing all over the table and not one ball goes in the pocket. Can you believe it?
Yeah, so Eylül needs 4 points to get to 60. And with that, Kawahara is not going to be able to get to 60 to close the inning, even with 15. So she would win the third and deciding set.
Yeah, you're right. This is all about the break, making one ball, take ball in hand, and pop 3 more.
Or making 4.
Or make 4 even better. She's done that before today. And she's made 1. There you go. She can take ball in hand. Where's the 2 ball going?
Whoa.
Oh, it's gone tricky. Look where the 2 ball's gone. Can you believe that? And look at the position of the 5 as well. It's not letting her get to a great angle, is it? She'll probably take it's being a left-hander. She'll probably take ball in hand, walk round to the right-hand side of the the table there and play left-handed, thin cut, back into the right-hand corner pocket.
Oh, I think she needs to break that cluster. I think the 2 doesn't go anywhere. So needing 4 points, making a ball on the break, getting an easy pattern of the rack, and then getting the 2 hooked, that's very unlucky. I mean,
I think she can make the carom here. If she can play, if she can come around this, the right-hand side where she's going now, leave a finish, or she's going the other way. I would play into the right-hand corner, yeah.
so let's see.
She's thinking it might go in. I don't think it does. I think she needs to disturb something, doesn't she?
So she made a couple of shots. I don't know if you remember, Mark, 3 cushion type of shots that I have the intuition that she plays some level of 3 cushion. So if that's true and she plays carom, she should be able to get that cluster. I mean, it's very tough shot, very, very tough shot, especially with the pressure closing the match. But I think she can do it.
Come from a carom back. Oh, she's messed that up.
Oh. So now we're playing 9-ball rules. If I were her, I would hit that 2 as hard as I could
into the side. I think you can spring off the 9 into the right hand side. What do you reckon?
Yes. For example, but strong stroke to see if I get lucky, because we're playing with 9-ball rule.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the combo from the 2, 9, and 4. Whether that might bank up into the left-hand top pocket. Not sure if it will. It might do. The 4 will go close, I think. That's what she's looking at, I think. Watch this 4 ball. Watch the 2 in the side and the 4 down the top left-hand pocket as we look.
It's tough.
I think the 4's going to go pretty. I think it's going to be a bit wide, but there's a chance of it. There's also a chance of the 2 in the side. If she can just get slightly to the right-hand side as she looks on the 2 ball, she might spring it.
Okay.
It might even bank across. Can't really see how much of the 2 she can hit. Louise, here we go though. We're soon going to find out. Oh, she's played the bank. Oh, has she got it? Has she got it? Well, I didn't even know she could hit it that much. So, still drama.
So 2 points.
2 points only. She's still not over the line. But now it all depends. Yeah, carry on, please.
Kawahara's alive. I mean, now she has a chance.
Oh, she's suffering with a break. I don't think the 3's going to make it. It's dry.
Whoa.
It's another dry, and her break really has let her down today, hasn't it?
So tough.
So now it's a tough break.
2 points to win. So she needs to break. Eylül, you need to break and don't get a cluster on the 1. Either way, you can make a ball, take ball in hand, and win. So let's see what the pool gods do.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I might even risk a slight cut break on this and try and make the 1. But she's not. She's the sensible one out of the 2 of us. Watch that 4-ball. Watch the 4-ball. Watch the 4-ball. She's made 2.
Yeah,
She's done it.
Yeah,
She's done it.
So congratulations, Eylül. You're breathing now.
Wow.
So congratulations. So, well, we want to say in the name of One Pool, One Sports TV, and congratulations to both champions on this great match. Eylül, congratulations. You played great. You won the match. Kawahara, you lost the break on the last set, and that's why you lost. But you gave us a great pool match. Both players very exciting. I mean, 3 sets, almost going to sudden death. It was very, very exciting. For us, it was an honor watching you play both. Eylül, they told us the picture on the wall is your father. There was a pool player and a pool hall owner. The fans were asking about your father, about the picture. So that was very exciting. That was Mark's idea. It was a pleasure commentating with you, Mark. We're going to get ready because we have a match in a couple of minutes, guys. We have a match very close by. So you go, you can take some snacks, go to the bathroom, eat something, take a shower, and come back. Okay?
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Just want to say thank you very much to both players. Excellent entertainment, drama right down to the end. Unlucky to Kirihara there. Bad luck. The break let you down. And Eylül, I love that picture of your father, as Louise said. It's great to have your father watching over you. And you've certainly got his pool genes inside you. You play fantastic, and I look forward to seeing you in the next round. Thanks very much, everyone. We'll see you at 6 p.m.